Let's get on here. It's always something when you do live episodes. Always something when you do a live episode. It ain't never simple doing a live episode. It's always. I really don't feel like I'm hearing no difference with my phone mic. Maybe I am. I don't know. About putting it in there, then I might not be able to hear. So I'm gonna see if I can hear. I'm gonna have to work 2 phones and figure it out. Or 2 phones in my computer and see if it make any difference. Cause I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to hear. Oh no, I can hear. But that don't mean I can hear. That means it can hear me, but it don't mean I can hear it. Waiting for my co-host to join and get this episode shot. Check that hat out. Black history in the making. I don't feel like the shirt might make no difference. I guess the lag's not that bad. Let's get it. You bought what? Come on, man. See my co-host go get on. Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's always something when you're trying to shoot a live episode. Like, it never fails. A live episode, it be trouble. I just came from working out per usual. But I wanted to shoot it a little bit quicker. I actually had 15, 16 minutes time. And then I got to doing other stuff, trying to make sure it was straight. So we gonna see how this episode rock out. It's gonna be our first little episode with the new co-host. She on that phone, so. All right. Is it doing it? Oh, there you go. Hopefully I won't go bad to hear you. If not, I'm gonna take my shirt mic off. See you pop up.
Okay, so it will not let me join.
I can't. Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to do it. Hold on. Let me see.
Okay, so it will not let me join.
I can't. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect. I can hear you. I can hear you on here. It's going loud. I can hear you on here. I'm gonna take the shirt mic out because I can hear, but I can't hear you. All right, say something.
Say something.
There you go. All right, we good. I gotta figure out, like, how can you join with the... Because, like, when I go live on the computer, I can't add you. But if I go live on the phone, I can add you.
Yeah, so that's... And it was doing the same thing, too. Like, it wouldn't let me join the live. Hold on, let me make this stand taller.
I think we done did it from the computer before. I just wasn't able to hear the person, like, it was low. So, like, if you... Maybe we need to try, or, like, you request me to go live on your stuff.
Do it look too dark?
Nah, I look straight.
Okay.
Not the matching red shirts on accident. That was not planned.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
So how you feeling? You ready for this episode again?
Man, I'm so excited. It sucks because I'm sick. And I sound funny. Do I sound funny?
I don't know. I sound like that last week, so you sound congested. Like, I was like that in my episode. Last week, I was going through it. I was not feeling good. So you do sound congested. Let me take my shirt now.
Oh my God. I woke up, my head feel like it's just, I ain't even did anything. I slept all Sunday. Yeah, I shouldn't have been going out. Me trying to go out and be grown.
Ain't nothing wrong there. I'll tell you, I was sick and my cycle was on. I was not, and Moja, I was not feeling good.
Yeah,
I was not feeling good, man. You know how like you gotta catch yourself because you know you tripping. You like, all right, like stuff that don't usually irritate you outside of your like then on top of you, you like, all right, like it's just Jazz is like your period, but I'm like, I don't know why I've been like irritated with like people bring you like your period, but I'm like, oh yeah, like man, because I was not feeling it.
Nah, for real. I be pissed. I get real irritated. Like, if I'm yelling at them kids, that's how I know I'm gonna come on my cycle. Cause I don't yell at them at all.
I get irritated with like my closest people. That's when I know, like, all right, something's not right. I'm not feeling good. Like I'm not feeling myself. That's when I know, like I won't get irritated in the fact that like we get to it about something, but like I'm talking to my lady, like, oh no, like I'm irritated. Like something got me irritated with them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure the background in there good. I had to switch it to the phone. I gotta get that shirt mic to work. I want to be able to get I wonder if they got like a mixing box you could hook up to your phone and I'm able to. We gonna work it out because I could Bluetooth this, like the little system that I got. I could Bluetooth it, but I have never tried to Bluetooth it to my phone. So then, like if I Bluetooth,
you should try once we get off just to see how it'll do.
Yeah, like I could Bluetooth it to my, phone and then see like, cause then that way like right now the plug directly to your computer, but I don't have to deal with it like that. Like so, I want to see like. We do another live by ourselves. That's what I wanted to do a dry run. I was out there working out in the damn garage in the headbag, and I gave myself, I was like, all right, 15 minutes. Then I get to making my tea and doing all that. I look up, I'm steady peaking at time instead of getting lower and lower and lower.
I was doing that too. I was like, oh, let me finish. Let me make this cornbread real fast so I can go ahead and get on live. But you know what? I'll pin down. Okay.
We trying to let the people from the land, so we about that 6 views. What you want to start with? They hopping on and now. What you?
I'm ready to talk about it all. This conversation actually emerged because I asked. I'm in this group chat with a whole bunch of females. Ironic, but they're all sweet. They're all sweet. And so I just asked them this question the other day because I was like, we were going to talk. I was telling Dill we were going to talk about it. And then I was like, you know what? I think this will be so good on me and Moore's podcast. I'm like, this will be good for females because Dill Moore, he going to give us the man perspective. Like, you know, like.
Which both is good.
Yeah, okay. We mattered about it. Yeah, okay. All right.
Both is good.
But he give us, like, he just be so vague with the answers. Like,
yeah.
I be needing more. Like, explain to me why you feel like that.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's not how it is. But, yeah, so I remember the first time me and Ray talked about getting married. And he was telling me that he wasn't into it. Like, he didn't want to. Like, that wasn't something he wanted to do. And he was saying how it didn't matter to him. Like, it was just a piece of paper and we didn't need that to validate our love.
Yeah.
But to me, it mattered. It mattered a lot.
So y'all kind of had an episode. What is it with the, like, because I was in the same type of position. Like, you know my story with the person I'm with now. Like, they proposed to me 6 years ago. I was proposed to 3 times before I actually got married. But I feel like I was on the fence about it 2 ways. Gay marriage, I didn't really believe in. And then on top of that, I feel like the military, so many people get married for benefits. Kind of like how I feel in the civilian world, people have babies and it's like extra money, this, that, and the third. Like, I feel like in the military, you get married or you get married, you get out the barracks. You don't have to live on, like all this stuff that comes with it. And I feel like it creates this culture of you should get married. And it's like, okay, but why? Why is that important?
So what changed?
I'll let you answer first. Because I say, why was it important? I say, why was it important to you? And then I answer.
To me, like, I felt like before we got married, me and Dill was at a spiritual warfare. And I'm going to say we wasn't equipped to handle that because we weren't married. Like, I felt like that was the reason God was like, y'all just shacking up. Okay, I'm finna throw this at y'all. Because, I mean, y'all have it and y'all know what y'all want to do, but y'all not doing what I said do. So I felt like I felt like it was like trying to get back right with God, because I feel like I'm so far off, and I still am. Like, I haven't found no church home and all that, but it's like a lot of bad things was happening to us, and it was like random bad shit. Like, it was never just nothing that we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be some dumbass shit. Like, Deal got audited, then he lost his job. This was before the wedding. Even before then, like, I felt like God was just like punishing us because we weren't married. And then not only that, it means so much to me because I never got to see a happy married couple do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? My mama never got married, so it's like I wanted that.
Why you my co-host?
I got two separate. I never seen it, and so like I never seen it happen healthily. You know what I'm trying to say?
Healthy.
I never seen it, so it was like, for me, I was like, I want that, and I know what I want, and that's what I'm gonna get. So I have to let them know, like, if you're not on that, we ain't gonna keep having kids because God is punishing my ass because we ain't got married at this point. And so I felt like as soon as we got married, for real, that day after we got married, shit just started panning out. I mean, it was like God was saying, I've been trying to tell you this is what I wanted you to do. Now you're doing it, and I'm finna bless you for doing that. Thank you. You finally fucking listening. So for me, it was that. I felt like, man, God was whooping my ass because I was doing shit that he didn't want me to do.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot to unpack on this episode. I think it's a good episode for the concept of the podcast, which is overthinking, understanding. Mm-hmm. And I say that because I came from a household that has always had two parents.
Yeah.
With that being said, my parents now, so I'm 27, and my parents just had their 26th wedding anniversary. They've been together. They've been together 30, I think it's like 31, 32 years. Right? So like looking at it on the aspect of everybody talk about, like, how can I say it? One thing I can't do is put my parents' business out there, okay? Because it's their story to tell. I can only tell the perspective of what happened to me, right?
Yeah.
So what I was able to witness. But all I'm gonna say is, like, I've been able to see both sides, where it's like sometimes I wish my parents would get a divorce. You know, like, it's like, or you hear people be like, my mama did this, my daddy did this, so we struggle. And then I'm kind of like, well, we struggle, and I have always had a 2-parent household. Yeah. Like, it was always both of them in the house, and I seen it. It's not like it wasn't, I don't know. I feel like it created where when I did get into relationships, even though I didn't want marriage, I wanted somebody that would stick with me like what my parents and them have. But at the same time, it did kind of give me this weird outlook on marriage. Because it was like my parents and them had courthouse wedding. Same way I want to get married. Courthouse wedding. Like, and I don't want this big, like, a court celebrate, but most people I know had these big elaborate, they broke up. But I got to see that what you say that you didn't get to see is kind of like, okay, y'all love each other and y'all choose each other every day. So, like, I got to see that, but then I get to see everything that comes with that. The in-between, that's the nice way to put it. What they say, infidelities, and, like, the stuff that comes with the relationship. It's kind of like I don't know if this is what I want. And like what you said with the Heavenly Father, like, I'm a big Christian. I go through the Bible every year, and a lot of people don't know that about me because they look at my lifestyle versus, my beliefs, right? Yeah. But I kind of feel the same way, where it's just like, y'all married, but I don't feel like anything that's not done under what the Heavenly Father said is going to be like this turmoil in it. So let's say, like, you have this relationship, but I don't feel like necessarily God is present in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's married. It's like, marriage does not mean that you get married because you believe in God. And I was a firm believer, from what you're saying, circling it back to, like, why I turned down so many proposals. I felt like people were getting married, especially in the service, just to be like, oh, we married, I won't be age, I love you. And I'm coming from a household that's been together this long. Like, love is not enough. Love at its purest form and what love is supposed to be, I think love is 10 times enough. But if you thinking like you just love me, like, and we're gonna get this money and love is enough, I'm like, I'm telling you, I done seen it. Like, that's not enough for you to get up and choose me on the days that you can't stand me, on the days that you got 2, 3, all the stuff. You know, my mom lost her mama young, like all this stuff that went through. It's like, okay, this is love, regardless of what goes on. My daddy told me like several times, like, I don't care what my wife out there doing. I don't care who she doing it with, but the moment she say it's over and it's done, it's done. Because once she come back into the house, that's my wife. So just that type of love and that aspect, I was just like, you want to get married to me, but I don't feel like you have that loyalty to me while we're dating. What I feel like is attached to a marriage. I feel like I gave these people my all, like, oh, I want this, I want, because I want a marriage, but I'm telling myself, like, I don't want to get married. For the same reason you said, I didn't want to be punished for having a homosexual marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in, like, that was the biggest thing when I turned down marriage. Like, I can't put you before the Heavenly Father, which will never walk out, but you might jump ship.
Yeah.
I know you gonna jump ship. You big all the time, girl, your ass gonna leave. So it was kind of like, but only thing that I say it changed is that I feel like I can come to grips with, it's like you're saying, right? He asked, I can come to grips with talking to the Heavenly Father, like, okay, I'm not putting anything before you, but this is something that I want. Like, I want the benefits that come with marriage. Because I do feel like marriage is like, it's like a social thing. Like, we in the time when we could think about marriage, but if we was living somewhere else, arranged marriage, we was married off before we came out, like, we lit girls and stuff, and we already married to a husband, and you learn to love each other because it's a business deal better for the families for these two people to be married with each other. So I do feel like that I don't necessarily knock people who don't want to get married because it is a social thing. Like, oh, get married. But then what does that, so many people get married, so what does that mean? Like you said, the Heavenly Father, if nothing is like spiritually in there, then you just get married. You still gonna be the same person after marriage, but it was such a big difference to you and to me for the same thing because we do believe in it for another reason. It's not just like, oh, now if something happened to you, you know, Deal is able to do something, or you know, at first, even with y'all having kids together, something happened. If he's not in your will or your power of attorney, he's still just your boyfriend or the father of your children, you know? So, I don't know, man. It was good.
So do you feel like that?
Don't try to clean it up.
Huh?
I said, you ain't got to clean it up.
Because I'm trying to see what I'm finna say. Do you feel like that, like, your perception still change? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, because now that you're married, like, do you regret not getting married to her when she first asked?
I don't think that, I don't know. And this is why. And like, we have spoke about it, because it's not, like, to be like, okay, I'll marry you now. It's not, we wouldn't be together. Like, the stuff that we went through, okay, so it's like this, like, okay. When we was kids, like I said, I came from a household watching people be together through everything.
Right.
And I'm dealing with somebody who came from a single mother household, who didn't really be with nobody. So when we get together, it's like I'm the first example of real love for her. So it's like stuck here, like keep me here, because it's not a unity built on, I feel like everything that should hold the unity together, you know, loyalty, love, the spiritual. It's a unity built on, this is what I had, so I feel like I deserve this. I never had this type of love before, so you supposed to be right here, and this is supposed to be mine. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like as big of a deal as it was to me to be like, Heavenly Father, as much as I didn't believe the gay marriage, to be like, oh, I'm gonna marry you. And then I felt like I would have regretted it. And I feel like that if we still probably wouldn't have been together. So then it would have been, what? We got married, I'm freaking sucking, just like how you felt before the wedding, God kicking. Everything after that, I would have been like, Heavenly Father is kicking my but because I got married, so nothing would have been just like, oh, it's life circumstances. My brother's sick. Oh, I'm the reason my brother's sick. Like everything would have been, God is punishing me for this because my heart wasn't even really in it. So now we come back where a lot of people don't know that she got married after that. And it was kind of supposed to be like a throw it in the face to me. So that was another sign of like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you feel like I don't want to marry, you don't get, like, we never talked about marriage, never discussed it, because most people know me know, like, Victoria don't believe in gay marriage. So for it to be like, oh, let's get married. No talk about marriage. That's like backing me into a corner. That's not saying that you love me. That's not, we never talked about it. You just like, oh, if you love me, you'll marry me. And it's like, it's so much deeper than that. Because marriage to you is just, we married, we get to live together, the service won't break us up. And that's just not true. So I don't know. I don't not think it's no regrets in my heart. I feel like it's an appreciation more because like she went through these bad relationships and you understand that it's not just, okay, I deserve this love and you're supposed to be here and it's me. It's us. It's like you have to water something. You come in together. They do the ceremonies where they be like a rope, a braided rope is better than the single rope and all. Like it's actually two people coming together. You don't even know how to be my partner, but you saying that you want to be with me for life. So on top of me saying like I don't believe in gay marriage, I believe in but I believe that it's no divorce in it. So you tell me you marry me, you ain't going nowhere. Like it's not that. I watch somebody be together. As long as I've been breathing, my parents been together. And they've been together 16, 17. So it's like, no, I don't believe in no, oh, we getting a divorce. No, we shouldn't have got damn married. Because we gonna stick this out. So I don't think that we would have lasted. I don't think we made it. I don't think the appreciation, and I just don't, I feel like I had to grow in my word and in the Heavenly Father, because a lot of people, it's an unforgivable sin. Like I said, I read the Bible from front to back every year. And like when I was making this decision to even propose, it was like I think it's like Matthew 18 or something, but it's like the only unforgivable sin is blasphemy, just basically saying like God doesn't exist. Jesus is not. And I was just like, okay. And it was peace. But I didn't go to her and be like, I want to marry you. I need to find this peace with you. The same thing that held me back 6, 7 years ago, the same thing I went peace to find there. I didn't go to nobody else. Nobody knew it was coming. I went to his word. And I studied his word in the scriptures that popped out there. So, nah. We would not have made it. I know you love her. We would not have made it.
I've been rooting for this for so fucking long.
You know what I'm saying?
So, why do you feel like it's not as important no more? Like the more people I talk to and the more conversations I have about it, like people always ask me, like, have anything changed since y'all got married? And I'm always like, no, nothing's changed. I mean, we still the same. Like nothing's changed. We just got married. That's it. I mean, of course, like I said, a lot of things started working itself out once we got married.
Exactly.
But
my taxes dropped. That's about it.
But yeah. So like every time. So okay. So the conversation I was having with the girls in the group chat, I was asking them like, why are y'all not into being married? Like y'all are okay with dating.
Yeah.
Just date. Y'all don't want nothing permanent. But y'all talk to these men and y'all have these like pedestals that y'all want them to live up to be husbands, but y'all don't want to actually marry them. Why do you think it's like that now?
Once again, I feel like a man treating you right and doing what he's supposed to, vice versa, man, woman, boy, chick, child. You treated somebody like they're supposed to be treated. I feel like society has created that a husband does this and a boyfriend does this. When the reason that you want to marry me is because what I'm doing at this role. So I don't look at it like, I feel like somebody should show you what they are and how they are before we get married. People be like, oh, you do this for a husband. How the hell you know what you do for a husband? You ain't no wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like once again, like when we started off, I feel like it is a social like construct that we have made. Just like now, it's not a lot of marriages are lasting, or you see a lot of people married. So you see now that it's normal for people just to date, but I don't feel like people be like dating and not is not permanent. I know people that was married for this amount of time, but then divorced, and now they've been together for this long. I know couples that just think about it when we wasn't even legal to get married. Let's do same-sex marriages. Let's do interracial marriages that just went up on the cutting block last year, a few months ago. When you weren't even legally able to get married, marriage wasn't on the table. But that's still your life partner. I watched the documentary. I think them women was like, one of them dead now, but it was like 95. They weren't able to get married, wasn't thinking about getting married. They just got married at 80, 90 something years old. It wasn't even thought about to get married. So I don't feel like when people be like, oh, you know, a husband and this and a wife do this, and nah, you should treat your partner they said with gay dudes and lesbian, whatever in between all day long, that's their partner. But it should be your partner. You know, it should be your teammate regardless of it. So I don't feel like that is not permanent. But from what you're saying, I do feel like people made it where marriage is like this commitment, meaning somebody gonna stay. You see people get cheated on. You see people get left. You see adultery. Like all this was going on in biblical times, so it's not gonna change just because somebody told us that. Oh, when you get married, that's the end all be all. That's not just like it's not really. That's not the end all be all. So I just feel like people are learning to go into themselves. There's still some people that believe in marriage, get married. And some people that don't believe in it and they still want somebody to treat them like they want to be treated. So the way you asked the question, how do you feel about it? Do you think that it's stuff that a husband should do in a bar? Do you think it's husband and boyfriend things? Like,
I don't think it's levels to any of it. I think a relationship is a relationship. Like I tell people about me and Deal, like there was never a level where it was like, oh, you've graduated to the marriage level. No, give me it all. Listen, for real, and I've heard so many people say this, like, I don't know who said it first, but you hear people say, like, you really need to see everybody, you need to see that person in all their seasons, their winning season, their losing season. So for me, it was like, it wasn't, oh, well, I'll do this once I become a wife. No, you need to see me in all aspects to know that if you want to continue this relationship on down the road, do you think that, you know, when I'm down and out, you think that's something you can, you know what I'm saying?
think that's something you can handle?
Yeah, it's not something that I was just like, oh, you. Of course, Ivory was here. I said, hey, it was never a time where I was just like, oh, you got the wife package. No,
yeah,
I'm the wife already. Like I'm the whole package. So, yeah. Tell them, say, mommy was the whole package.
What you said, I feel like what you said was a mouthful, and you don't even realize it. I feel like when people, once again, overthinking, understanding, they feel like seeing somebody in all their seasons, it has to, like, it comes once you get married, or it comes once you hit the 3, 4, 5 year mark. You could be with somebody 4 or 5 years and never break the surface of knowing them as a person. Yeah, I had seen a thing. I think it was Carlos Miller. I had seen on Instagram where it's like a person is cool. He was like, a motherfucker is cool until you learn who they are. And then that's when you fall out with people. But that happens just like, I feel like, I said the basis of our friendship. We starting off fighting, getting into it. We done seen each other at a low moment, and you see what comes from that. It's not we have like this weird energy with each other, or something happened and you kind of, it never been that. So same thing with like my lady I'm with now. We went through that worst part. So now it's like, I don't want to be your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do want the benefits that comes with having you as that. You know what I'm saying? But I still don't, I don't know, like what you said, I seen that and all I see. I seen the worst person you could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know what transpired in our relationship. So when they realize, like, man, we started at the lowest. So, and it was nothing but beauty. And I feel like both of y'all, like, it's the same thing. Like, we started at the lowest. It's not just like fist fighting. It got serious. Mama, daddy's getting involved, all this, and then it grew from that. So it don't be this weird energy. So I feel like I seen you in that. And even you know, like how you spoke about it at your wedding, how Dill seen you doing postpartum. I haven't even seen that part of you. Right. I'm not saying that I couldn't have been there for you, but that was something intimate between y'all. Right. Just like dealing with my brother being sick. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people know who got cancer or which got whatever, but nobody done deal with me closer to it than the people closest around me. Oh, you been drawn back, you been this, you been that. So you see me at my worst, but you know, like, okay, this is not Victoria. This is Victoria going through something. Right. This is not Victoria just being wishy-washy or tripping. It's the same thing. She's like, what's going on with you? Like, something going on. Like, why you ain't did this? Or, hey, did I rub you wrong? Because you've been acting kind of funny. But that's the growth in the relationships where, and we ain't got dang married. That's just the, like you said, it's just a relationship, friendships or not. It's a growth in it where you learn the person that you in this relationship with. So, yeah, I think that was a mindful though. People, oh, you got to see somebody in their season. Go do something. Right. You can see somebody in their season in a month. Go meet somebody when they broke. Then let them see when they get some money and see if
I'm like every person when I'm broke.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Like you will be with somebody with what's the funniest thing about Jazz? Like I seen her and like my brother called me a trick, but like when I would met her, she was in the service, right? And then she ended up getting out of the service, and then she like everything transpired negative, right? Bad things happened between us. We went together. But I was the person. Yeah. Do your thing. This is a dry episode. This is a dry run episode. All right. So we do got lives outside of this. So my co-host is cooking for her family.
I'm sorry. I'm back.
You good. It's a dry episode. But with that situation with Jazz, like even after everything happened, hey, I need help on rent. I need help. I was paying her car note after. Like I said, 3 months later after we broke up, was married. And then after that, quicker than that, and then it's like, dang, and I tell my brother, like, I did this, I did that. People talk about forgiveness, and that's like, it's out. And like I tell all the time, I don't know why I love you like I love you. And I'm happy I don't know the reason that I love you so much. Cause I feel like if you knew, you could control it or you could cut it off. Like, but I never know the source of why my heart bleeds for you the way that it does. But shit, you got it. Cause anytime she'll be like, man, you help me do this. I'll be like, I don't even remember that. Cause it's literally just I'm taking care. I feel like regardless who you with, I'm taking care of my person. It's not if she's struggling, that's cause she didn't reach out and ask. Cause she needed, she getting it. However, whatever she needs, you know what I'm saying? So how you feel about it, though? You and Dylan married. You say that all this stuff kind of fell into place. Do you feel like that's just your brain telling you it fell into place because you feel better within yourself? Or do you really feel like, you know, things fell into place and marriage is the cause of it?
No, I'm telling you, like, you know, nobody know that Dill lost his job a week before. No, and I mean, nobody knows that. But you, my mama, and I think his mama. Nobody else know that. When I tell you, the week coming up to that wedding, so much shit could have went left. Yes. And God, for some way, somehow, I'm telling, and it had to be nothing but God. Yeah. He was on time every time. Yeah. Deal people was late. Remember when we were in there and I was like, y'all, go out there, tell him I'm ready to walk. Yeah. It started raining. Yeah. Then them people was still in Dallas. Yeah. That was on their way. And when I tell you, like, God was just, he was just doing it. Y'all, the makeup artist ended up charging my card and it went negative for some odd reason. I don't know why, don't ask me. She was just like, she don't know. She didn't tell me that the thing was going to charge my card. Mind y'all, I didn't have no money on my card. All the cash. My mama had cash. She was so cut. Okay, so boom. Yeah. I seen the negative charge. The day of the wedding, I start crying. Yeah. She got out there and she's like, well, I refunded it back and then, you know, just whatever. And once you get it back, just send me, you know, just pay me basically. Mm-hmm. Y'all, the next day the shit was on the card. Like when I tell you, like, for real, it wasn't nothing I can't testify to y'all and just be like, all these things just start finding its place. Like everything just start really falling into place. Yeah. And so it was just like for me, it really just was like a spiritual thing for, like, I felt like God was just like, I'm telling you where I want you to be and you got it. You know how to get there. You just not doing it. Exactly. And so like overthinking and understanding. That's what you said. Yes. And you know what? It took me so long because both when me and Dill first got engaged, when we first even started talking about it, I was like, I want to be engaged for 5 years because I want to make sure.
Yes. Yes, you put all these stipulations on what's supposed to happen.
And you know what? God was like, oh, we is not on your time. We on mine. So I'm going to tell you what it is. And when I tell you, like, I swear to God, Victoria, everything, like, we went to go look at the venue. I'm like, yeah, we going to plan, like, 3-4 years out. The lady was like, yeah, well, we don't do that. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
2 years out, and I be damned. 2 years out, we got married. I'm telling you, like, God was just like, it really was. And for me, and I tell people this all the time, I don't feel like it happens like that for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told the girls that I'm in, the group chat that I'm in, I be telling them and let them know, like, it's your testimony is never gonna be like mine. It's never gonna be the same way. So when I be like telling people, like, don't lose hope on getting married because it's there for everybody. Everybody has a purpose.
Exactly.
So for me, it's just like I don't want to force it to make everybody feel like they need to be married, but I definitely want to put it out there like the shit can work.
Yeah.
Like it can work, and it can work with God. Like it really can, and it's so crazy because, like I said, I didn't see myself, or I ain't never been this person. You know what I'm saying? Like everything really started falling into place once I got married.
I always see myself with a baby daddy. I want a baby daddy. A lot of people who know me know, like, I want a baby daddy so bad.
I know.
I want baby daddy. I see myself with a husband, and like, don't get me wrong. I think that's what's the beauty of it, of learning that. I think I always talk about like getting a relationship with God for yourself, because you have different, like you say, everybody's testimony gonna be different. And one thing that I always love about the Bible, maybe because like black sheep pay attention to black sheep, but you think about the people like Paul, Saul, the lady with the issue of blood. You think about the people that God used in the Bible. It wasn't this person that you think it's supposed to be. So even where like people will meet me and they'll know like this is my lifestyle, I'm like, I like dressing in my suits, doing whatever. But then the first thing they'll be like, hey, can you pray? Or like, hey, I didn't know you knew the Bible like that. Or I didn't even know, like, and it's just like, so now it's like, oh, I do this because of what I learned from you. And I'm like, dang, like, even regardless of me being this, and even speaking about it, like you saying on the marriage part, it was more of, like I say, coming to grips and understanding that I watched the relationship be solid for so long with holes in it. I remember a lot of I say, like, my people business was out there, but it wasn't out there. So, like, I remember, like, being a child, somebody calling my phone, talking about one of my parents cheating. And, like, me and my people were so like this. It was just, like, first of all, and this is just, I'm talking about we little kids, like, Wriggle Springs. So, we, like, I was elementary, middle school. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people talking about, your people cheating, this one and third. And it's like, first of all, if you was with them, and both of my people, you let you wrong in the first place. And second of all, why you telling my mama damn bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you telling my dad damn bitch? Like, if whoever did whatever, that's not for me to know. And that's always how kind of like how we was raised. And it's kind of the same thing where it's like I learned that if small things will break you in a relationship, it's going to break you in a marriage. And some people, I feel like I feel like I had it backwards. I was ready to commit. So I went through a phase of everybody I want to talk to, I'm committed with, because I watched my parents do it. So I wasted a lot of valuable time on nobodies. They still come back. You know what I'm saying? Now you get to, oh, you the best thing I ever had. This, that, and the third. You're like, like when you're a kid, it feels good. Like, oh, yeah, you messed up, motherfucker. Yeah, miss me. But then you get older, you're like, man, go be with somebody, because it'll never... Like this, it'll never, like, like I hate the person that I'm like. I even look, bro. That person is not So even getting back, like what I was saying, like with the person I'm with now, going through these stages and learning that she put a lot on me, wanting me to stay, because I was, like you said, the first time. But I put a lot on you, because it's like, if this break you, you don't really love me. If this break you, you don't really love me, and that's just not true. Like everybody has a different outlook on what love and stuff supposed to be. Like people see our life and be like, oh, y'all parents hid you from this, you don't really know your parents. You still with, you don't know? Yeah, we do. Like, I mean, shit, we seen it. And at the end of the day, like I say, they still married. A lot of people, we growing up, a lot of people was like, I want me a Joe, I want me a Joe. And that's my daddy name. So everybody like, oh, that's my best friend. But my daddy said all the time, like, I never tell on myself. Everybody say they want you a Joe, but you don't know what my daddy do. This shit, we got tempers and everything. What you talking about? And it'll be funny because people get into a relationship and they'll be like, I got me a Joe. You don't even know what this man is. You
don't even know what I had to do to keep
I'm just don't know. You don't even know what Joe comes with keeping, and I want a Joe, and you don't deserve a Joe. Man, you crazy. So I think even with that, it was funny because, like I said, the chick I'm with now, she ended up getting married. And I never, I don't never hate. Like, I always felt like she was my person. So she got married, it was this. And even she got married, she was like, you broke my heart when you said congratulations. Like, you were supposed to break down. And it was like, why? Like, you'll be back. Like, I ain't even tripping. Like, you need to go learn. Like, I had been through so much growing up, and I seen certain things. You was sheltered, and now you got off into somewhere, and now you experiencing the world. I feel like, I ain't gonna say I'm not a guy, because all boys are not like that, or men, or whatever. But I want you to go experience the world, but you could actually appreciate what you have. I'm not that person that want to be like, oh, you never had this before, I showed it to you. You never did this, No, go out there so you can actually appreciate what you have. Like, you can stand right now, you can get one of my nieces and nephews $100, or you can give them a toy. They gonna take that toy 10 times out of 10, because they gonna be like, what I'm gonna do with this paper? Like, I want this toy. I know the value of this toy. I can have fun. They don't know this $100 can go buy them 1,000 toys, 100 toys. They just know, I don't know what that is, so I don't know what to do with. So you got you a good man, good woman standing in front of you. Oh, I want this person. I want that. You don't even know what to do with it.
Right.
So I feel like it's like that. Like, go experience the world. I want you to go learn it. And I feel like that's exactly what happened in this relationship. Like I said, I was like, y'all dating a person that's my person, but you mad at me. Never talk bad. Like, she'll call and get relationship with her. I'll be like, you tripping. Like, she'll, like, one time she had the hater ringtone for me for years. And I'm like, that is disrespectful. And you tell people you ain't gonna change that ringtone. Like, and at the time, I'm thinking we ain't never getting back together. But I'm like, why? That is disrespectful. That shouldn't be my ringtone. That's not not cool.
She knew.
Never again. I was like, nah, you gonna miss me for the rest of your life. And then I got into a crazy relationship, and I was like, nah, I'd rather go do this. Like, I'd rather go be doing this. But so you say you said something last time that I made a mental note of. You said that I do want to show people that it works, and so I got a two-part question because. Honest, like I'm the same way. I want to show people that you can have this understanding and love with the Heavenly Father, and you can also choose this. Like you don't have to where you feel like I have to have this miserable life, and only He is the final say so, and you are the only one that gotta deal with your sin. So how do you feel about it when you saying you want to let people work? Because like I say, with my people relationship, they kids know how we feel about their inside marriage, but on the outside, it's I want this. Y'all been married this long. How do y'all make it work? This, that, and the third. So 2 parts to it. How do you feel like you're gonna show people like this could work? And then the second part is, do you feel like you can be open to being open with your relationship?
Okay, so the first question is, how am I going to show people? So that's the whole point of why I said I wanted to start with the whole podcast thing. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, people don't know how to have those conversations. People aren't equipped to it, and they just didn't have it in the household. Don't get me wrong, because like I said, I didn't either. My mom was a single mama. 2 boys, 1 girl. She raised me, and she raised her nephew and niece. So I didn't have it either. But as I'm going, I'm learning, and I'm picking up from other people too. So I love to give back, show y'all. Like, that's why I say I'm always having these conversations with people, and it just sparked like the conversation in the group text.
Yeah.
It had no grounds to it. Like, it wasn't nothing we was talking about previous. I just legit just start asking them, how do y'all feel about marriage? And they just start saying that. But I be wanting people to know, because I know people see it, they be like, oh, well, we love you and deal together and this and that. Yeah, and I want to show y'all that it can work. It can work. it doesn't have to look like what your mom and daddy and them had going on. You know what I'm saying? It can look like what me and Dill got going on, or it can look differently from whatever we got going on. So I want people to know that it can work, and it doesn't always have to be on somebody else's terms. Like, oh, you gotta be, you know, it gotta be husband, wife, and he has to bring home the bread, and you gotta be the step. You know,
exactly.
Change it. It can always be different. And then the second part to your question, what was it again?
I said, would you be cool with like showing, like being open with your relationship?
Yeah, because I say yeah, but then I'd be lying because I feel like when I have to be too social, I'll be like, I'll shut off. Because I'm like that now. Like, I'm real social. You know, I'm a good friend. Yeah. But if I'm being around you too much, I stop talking to you. And it's nothing personal. Yeah. It ain't like I'm doing it on purpose. So I feel like, I can. And then I know, like, when it's unhealthy for me. Like, when it becomes unhealthy to share too much. Yeah. So I'm okay with, like, answering questions and stuff like that and explaining or, you know, just showing people. But I do know myself, and I know, like, some stuff can be too much for me. And I know how to turn it off. Yeah. Do you?
I think honestly, I think, you know, I'm not a very social person. I'm a very private person. People know that. I think even when people get close enough to know me and, like, I be myself, they still get offended because it's like, you kind of got to get to these walls to learn, Victoria. And then, like, once you get to know me, I'm still me. So, like, I'm not a big person of, hey, I got this going on. I want to go talk to you. I go into solitude. I go pray about it. I go do other things to disconnect, to, like, do it. So I do feel like my podcast is that buffer. Like, what we got going on is the buffer. It's kind of like, I don't have to be on 1,000 people don't got to know my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be my hunger or somebody I was cool with, got cool with, and I'm running my mouth. Like, my podcast is that outlet. And I'm a big fan of being truthfully honest, truthfully honest about how things work. So it's like, if you ask me what it took to buy the house, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to tell you, the military, anything that you got, I'm truthfully honest about because I'm that person that's kind of like, you can do it too. So I'm not the person that like, oh, if I show you what I'm doing, don't mean my marriage is gonna be bad or whatever. Like, oh man, if I it's gonna be bad if I do that. Or, oh no, you know what? I ain't gonna want to get married no more if I start talking about the stuff we got going on. Cause you gonna be telling me maybe I shouldn't get married or, hey, maybe it should. But I do feel like I'm protected. So like you said, like, I don't tell everybody like, oh, I'm thinking about getting married. I want to get married. I want to do. It's just certain because I don't got time for it. It's like, I'm gonna listen to what you got saying, but I know the decision that I made. But I definitely want to be open with, because I feel like people, it's like babies. I always go with the babies. Babies learn by watching us.
Right.
They learn how to talk by watching us, how to walk. They mimic they don't learn. They trying to make their mouths do what we're saying. Mm-hmm. So I feel like to show people, you have to show people, and everybody is not like that. And I feel like my lady, she open enough to be the same thing. Like, hey, we have questions or disagreements, or how do you feel about this? I feel like everything doesn't have to be this. What happens in these four walls, stay in these four walls, because that's how we was raised. But it does not help, because it's like, I'm going crazy and I can't talk to nobody. It's building in this trauma. And it's like, no, like, hey, you got 1 billion people that you can reach by cutting on the phone. Like, hey, my spouse looks at it like this and I look at it like this. And you're going to have 10 people on your side and you might have 10, 12 people on their side. So I feel like I'm very open to being like, yeah, like, no, this is how I feel about it. That's why I'll be open to saying, like, I didn't believe in gay marriage. I still kind of don't believe in this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know it's other people like it. And people always be like, I wish I had that growing up. And that's true. But every gay person or somebody that think they gay, I'm not going down your throat saying, hey, this, that, and the third. But if you come to me, I'm going to talk to you about it. Because I know, like, you have a perspective on it, but I'm in the shoes. Just like I can have a perspective about mothers and this and that. I'm not in those shoes to speak on it. I'm forever on the outside looking in until I have my child. You know? So, yeah, no, but I think I'll be very open about it. Like, I don't care.
Me too, because not only that, I be telling people, like, even with this marriage stuff, it might look like we got it all figured out, but we still learning too. Like, it's a lot of stuff I pick up from other people. Like, for real. Like, you right. Like, growing up, I didn't, as a Black person, I'm just not gonna say growing up, all of us have this problem where we not supposed to tell the bad. Like, it's only supposed to be the good. And you get that, you can't do that in marriage. Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, you know, me and Neil just daisies, and we, you know, it's bad that comes with it too, but
exactly,
we are very, like, understanding people. We very open, and we're also understanding to learn. Like, we just don't listen to just be lit to reply. We listen to understand. So it's like, I'm more open to, like, understanding, because my way might not always be the right way. Like, it's other ways. People been doing this shit way before me, and it's worked. So that's what I said. I'm real open to, like, let people know shit. It's not a secret to me if we went through something, because, like I said, nothing is always going to be perfect.
Exactly.
So if you have show me a perfect marriage, and I'll show you that they fucking lying. And I'm okay with it being like us not being perfect, because I'm more than sure a lot of motherfuckers be like, these motherfuckers, they be lying, they ain't that happy. But it really do be like that.
But just like what I said earlier, some marriages is perfect because it's surface. Some relationships look good, but the pandemic, all that showed you how many people would sit down to you like, bro, I can't stand this person. This motherfucker get on my nerves. Like, but I've never had, they just like, I remember they used to say it going to school all the time, like, your teachers know you more than your parents, because you sitting up there, you at school 6-7 hours out of the day, and then your parents work. You might see your parents once, so yes, you know your kids, you know tendencies and stuff that they have, but these people know your kids too. And for a certain amount of time, 12 years, they going to school, some of these teachers know your kids more than what you do. Your kids feel closer to some of these teachers over there because this is where they spend their time with. So you think about a marriage, you come home, you know, you work, especially being in the service, like I get deployed, that's 6 to 9 to whatever time away from my person, and it's like you learn to deal with it, but you feel like but then you relearning somebody. So I feel like that's true. Like, it's not so much it's perfect. It's what's right. It's good, and it's what your perfect is. Because even I people say it all the time, like, you gotta find a person that you want to go through hell with. But I feel like I've learned, and being away from Jasmine taught me the appreciation of even having her. Because like I say, like, you go through with some people, you be ready to put a bullet in my fucking head. Like, bro, like, you be like, man, no, because if I go to jail, I don't know what to do with the body. You know what? You can live. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. But even being with, yeah, man, I'll tell you, but you just like, I'm gonna mess this up. But then I think about it and I be like, even on our bad days, it's like, I'm happy to have you here. Like, cause same thing, me and Jasmine don't really have bad days. For us to be together, like, I've been in 8 years. So I met her a month into my new duty station. So that's like 8 years. We've been, so like 2015. So that's like 7 years or whatever. And it's just like, you learn, you grow up. So even the stuff that she still don't do, or it's like you want somebody somewhere else, it's like we have watched each other grow up to almost be 30, and I met you at 19. It's like, damn, like, you don't. So even on bad days, it's like, I choose you. So right. it's good for us. So where it'd be like, I wouldn't put up with that, or I wouldn't put up with this. Like, it is perfect for us. Like, it is. This is what we want, and it's the beauty of letting it grow. And now it's the room to grow, because you've learned, like, it grows. I think that's what kills a lot of relationships now, that you don't feel like it grows. If me and Jasmine would have stayed together, or wouldn't have took that break when we did, and it wouldn't have separated the way we did to make us push back, then I feel like we wouldn't be able to appreciate what we have now. So now you wake up and you're like, no, like, I want to be with you. Like, I'm choosing this. And I understand that it is growth in this. It might take 3-4 years. It might, and I feel like it's the same thing as the back end. Like, 3-4 years, you can look up and have the same person. Would you still be happy? And how would you navigate having the same person? So that's when I feel like you can't lose. Well, I don't know how you feel about it, because I used to be a big fear. Like, damn, you gonna be the same person in 5 years, and I might elevate. It's like, do you think about that now
Yeah,
that it's married?
I do. I always tell Bill, I'm like, what if I change and you don't like the person I am 2 years from now? Like, who's to, you know what? Who's to say like I even like what I like now in 10 years? Like, that's a scary thing. But I'm willing to accept whenever you change, and I want to
Yeah,
learn to love that person that you're
yeah,
going to be
exactly.
10 years. Like, I tell him that all the time. Like, I don't know about him, but for me, like I tell him, because I always, in our marriage, I always try to tell him, you focus on what you can control, which is you, and
Yeah,
I'll focus on what I can control, and then that way, when we get together, it'll be perfect. So, like I tell him, for me, all I can control is I'm willing and I'm okay with if you change, learning to love that new person.
exactly. And man, that's beautiful. Cause it's crazy. That's exactly what I tell Jasmine. Like, and I feel like I don't know maturity. I like when you're a child, and I feel I'm gonna say child. Like you growing up, you dating, you feel like a person. You want to tailor a person to be like good for you.
Yeah,
And I feel like when I actually found real love and embrace like, and like they say, what love is supposed to be like, Bob biblical, right? Love is patient, love is kind. Like it's everybody has put this stipulation on love, and everybody has this definition for love. But I always say, every time, like love at its purest form, it works because love is this unconditional, ever changing thing, and it's like I tell Jasmine the same thing. Like I want you to do stuff that you like. I don't want you to engulf yourself in me
right.
because I know how it is. Like I go running out. It's stuff that I don't want to do with you. It's
Yeah,
stuff that I do outside of you and I like it. And when we come together, we have stuff to talk about it. And I feel like I go find yourself
right.
because I know you gonna change. I push you to go find yourself because I feel like that's the beauty in it. Like I say, if you would have told Viktoriya 6 years ago that she would be like, "Oh, I'm getting engaged to a woman," I'd be like, "Man, you crazy?" Like, no, no. I'm gonna be with some man. I might not be my happiest, but I'll be happy.
It's
I have me a couple kids. Like, I'll be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, that's my dream. Dream want me a little baby daddy. But no, all seriousness, like I say the same thing. It's like I choose you whenever and whoever that you are. Like I'm married to you and the ever changing person. And I think it was a Tyler Perry movie that put it good. The movie wasn't even all that, but they had like a deep line in it, and he was like, "Don't just marry one person."
right.
And then she was like, "We was going good," and you said, "No, what I'm saying is, well, not him, Medea was saying like when you marry somebody, you marry many different
Right.
people." And I think that's what sometimes people get lost on. Like I feel like it's two things that stop the relationship and what makes people so scared about marriage. It's the I don't want to say completeness, but like the end of it, like you boxed in, like, oh, I can't be myself. I can't just get up and walk off if I need to, or it can't just end if I want to. And the scariness of what if we change? And it's like, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, you
That's
want to change. Like, I always I told baby, I'm like, look, we on, your journey is your journey. And I tell all the time, like, we traveling down the same street, but we on different
right.
journeys. I'm walking through life with you. We not like we're one in the fact of we go through stuff. You don't have to go through that by yourself.
Right.
Even if I stub my finger right now, my foot ain't gonna feel it, but my
Right.
whole body gonna know that I'm in pain. And I try to tell her like, you go through something. I want you to know like I'm here with you, but I might not feel it unless you say something. That doesn't mean that I'm not with you or I'm not learning you, but you gotta tell me like, hey baby, I'm going through something. I might have an attitude and you might not know I'm on my period. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, I'm on my so now I'm telling you and I'm opening you up to it. But I feel like that, like let a person grow into who that person's supposed to be. I don't want you to be the same person. But if you are the same person, I want you. Like going through a lot of stuff, you go through balance. I feel like you figure out like I want you. I don't want this ideal of what love's supposed to be. I don't care about oh, you ain't supposed to be gay. Like I want you. And whatever come with you, that's what we doing. Like,
And you know what? I feel like that's why a lot of people is so scared to be married.
yeah.
They do not want. They want love the way they think it's supposed to be. Like it's supposed to look like this. This is how it's supposed to. This is what you're supposed to. And it just comes in different forms. I feel like when I was talking to the girls, they were telling me how, you know, they want to be married. It's not off their list. It's just, you know, they don't want to get somebody that don't do this and don't do that and don't do, and I'm like, why are y'all always trying to make this person into something that they not like?
Exactly.
I feel like that's why y'all be trying to shy away from marriage, because y'all be trying to make this person into something that they not, and then now, oh, well, I don't want to marry him because he's not what I want him to be. No, that's not how it works. I would never done a married deal, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. For real, I curved his ass the first time he even tried to holler at me.
I was looking up the Corinthians verse. Like, I always remember love is patient, love is kind, like what everybody, but I'm gonna read it at the end of this show though. Okay. Like the Bible verse for the love. But go ahead, like
that's all I had. Shit. It's just people really truly shy away from marriage because if it's not going the way they think it's supposed to go, because, you know, we all got this little picture in our mind that it's a princess movie. I always revert back to that. People think that, you know, they're supposed to be married by 20, have kids by 25, be at home being a stay-at-home mom. That's not how marriage goes. Like, that's not the construction of marriage. Like, I don't know who the fuck made that shit. I need to call Disney. Because I need them to make some different movies.
I said, you know what? It's not, I don't even think it's the movies. Because like I say, different societies. And that's why I feel like sometimes arranged marriages are beautiful, because you don't have this. You learn to love somebody. And I think that's what everybody should be. And of course, everybody not going to be the same for everything. But because that's not how we was designed. But I feel like the people who say they want love and they chase this love thing, they, first of all, chasing love gets you messed up anyway. Because in order to chase something, that means you have a clear mind of something. You like, I'm finna go chase Toochie. That means I need to see Toochie running. I know where Toochie at, whatever. But when you going on a journey, you enjoying the journey. Like, I drive here, like, you know, I made plenty of trips by myself, 20, 30. I've been to every state. I done drove from the West Coast to the East Coast, and every state in between I drive, and you learn that it's not about destination to destination. So I feel like what you said is true when people like, they don't do this, they don't do that. You looking for a destination without going on the journey. That's just like if you be like, hey, best friend, let's go to Las Vegas. And you like, all right, I want to close my eyes and wake up in Vegas. That's how people want this end result of a person when you don't even realize you don't even have what it is. The person that you want, you're not even there to receive that person that you think you want. I want it. You will go crazy having a good man. Your ass will go crazy having a good man. Like, you ain't gonna hit me up. And that's like a funny part of it. But like, so you ain't doing no fighting? No. Like, you ain't mad I got an attitude? No. Obviously you're going through something. And that's even what I deal with sometimes. Like, Jasmine, like sometimes it kind of be like, babe feel like she worked on all the stuff, and then we get together. I'm like, baby, like, why is you do? But you was in a different relationship, and you wanna, I don't wanna say hood nigga, but that's what it be. You want this dope deal, you want dope, and sometimes they be good, but you want this person to just not that. The whole ideal of what they think a woman is supposed to be is not even what you want in a person right now. But you saying like, oh, they not doing this, they not doing that, but it's like, you know, it's a journey. Loving somebody and with somebody, the person that you meet that person as and the person that they die as and what y'all love is solidified as is not how I finish. Like, me and Jasmine always say, because everybody know, well, I ain't say everybody, people who know me know Notebook is my favorite movie. And I always tell Jasmine we the Notebook love, because she was that person left, went in another relationship, and I built what she said that she wanted. Like, you came back, and the moment that she seen, like, damn, you did this, you did, it was kind of like on the Notebook. Came back and seen that house and seen it, was like, what the hell? And you found love for somebody else, but you never stopped this connection with the other person. So if I wanted to be like, no, you mine, I told her, like, if I didn't want you to go nowhere and I was being selfish, I could have married you 7 years ago. What good would that would have done? What good would that would have done to be like, oh, I don't want this person to go off to school, or I don't want them to go do this. We should do this together. Like, what good is that for you stifling that person? You killing the journey. That person finding You gotta find yourself outside of that person, and they gotta find themselves outside of you, and everything in between. Like, if I had to learn, like, okay, you want everybody, you don't want to get married, but you don't want everybody to have this relationship that your mom and daddy had.
Right.
But you picking people that, like, you giving so much in one side. Oh, you ain't gotta pay for nothing. You ain't gotta do this. You ain't gotta do that. But you saying you want a partner.
Right.
It don't work. I'm saying I want a partner, but I don't want no help. What fucking game I'm playing?
And you know what? People also, so let me say this. I'm trying to see how to say it. People also be trying to marry these niggas that's not even, okay, let me say this. People go out dating these niggas that's not marriage material and be like, I want to be married, but you dating the hood nigga. Sis, in 10 years, there's 2 places he gonna be in. Dead or in jail.
I think it's different. I think it's different. I think we a hood. I think you grow up in the hood, you become a product of your environment. We a hood. Street niggas. I think street niggas is different. Cause I tell people, like, I ain't street, I'm hood. It's certain things that I like, and I do it cause I'm from the hood. Like, my lady country. You right. You know, but like you saying, you dating street, you dating somebody that don't even, it's not even on their mind to what you trying to do. I do feel like it's different. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't think there's no such thing as these cutoffs that people make, like, oh, this is husband and this boyfriend level. But I do think it's material. Yeah. And like you said, husband material, but I feel like it, like, I look at it like this, like a business. You do not fit this business. Not no coloring, like, I'm not hiring you because you black, you white. It's a business. So, like, just like, no matter how many good conversations that we have or not, I watched you and Deal do y'all podcast, do y'all thing, regardless of how cool we was. If I know, like, okay, Toochie not gonna be professional enough to be on the podcast, because this is not just us. We get in the business together, right. So this is not just, oh, we cool enough to have a podcast because we talk about some things. No, because it's still a business. So outside of me and you might not be talking, we need to get an episode shot. Or we professional enough to go about it. And I feel like you said, husband material. Look, some people ain't suited for the business y'all try to get them in, and you like, I want him, and it's like, that's not that. You know?
Because I just don't see Lil JoJo that be shooting at everybody. I don't see y'all working out for the near future. I don't see marriage in his near future. I see jail or hell. I mean, for real, and it's just, this is why marriage is becoming so, like, people not getting into doing it. Y'all are trying to put these people in these boxes. First off, marriage shouldn't even be in a box, but y'all are putting these people in these boxes that don't even fit. Like, this ain't his lane. And so it's just like, for me, because I know, like, us women, we be wanting, oh, we want the hood nigga. He gotta be hood, but he can't be too, like, square. But we want him to have a whole bunch of money.
Yeah,
you know, when we see him get married, it don't work like that. Like, I don't see it happening. It's like, in a perfect world, I would want you with your hood nigga that's a scammer, and I want to see y'all married for 38 years.
You ain't even built to be no scammer. I think that's the beauty of it too. When you do find a person that work it out, regardless, you get it's like they say, be like water. Right. No matter what vessel you pour water into, it takes that shape. And I think when you find a person for you, especially being in the service, the military takes so much of your time, take you away from your family. Like, when my granny got sick, she was in the hospital. I was in Afghanistan when I found out. So it's like, it's hard to have that conversation with anybody to know, like, I don't think you'll never know how that feels to be so far away, and all you can do is pray and be like, it's kind of, I feel like it gives you kind of learn this piece of, like, I can't control everything, and I actually do have to give this reliance on to what I say I believe in. And it's the same way with being with somebody, even because I don't even just say married, a long relationship. Like, me and Jasmine dated 2 years before I even was like, y'all want, like, you would never be my girlfriend again. So, like, the next step, man, you would never, I did that with you already. Like, you would never be that again. Like, that ain't what I want. And if you don't want it, then I'm leaving. Like, shit, it's reverse of what happened 7 years ago. Like, you don't want it, I'm tearing my ass because I ain't trying to do that. But I think you have to be liquid with the person, because you learn to, okay, this is what's needed. And you go into these, you take these forms of shape that you never thought you would. Like I never thought I'd sit up here and be like, I'm with you. Like, you know what the hell you did? I even asked Jasmine, like, if I would have did what you did to me, would you be with me? She was like, somewhere deep down in my heart, it's a maybe. But I don't even think I could be with me. Like, she'd be like, what?
I'll be going too.
You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that you have to be fluid, liquid enough, be like water in your relationship where you able to move and be the person, and you're gonna get into these places you never thought it'd be. Because you want to be a scammer, or just say young thug. You want to be young thug. He got all his money, got more paper than we see. Not that we gonna see, because we probably touch some money, but we done seen thus far. His ass sitting in jail like everybody else. Like his family might not be going through his money, even like Boosie. You got people that go to jail. Oh, I went to jail. I know people came to the service and they got out. I was broke when I left the service. You didn't do what you needed to in the service. That's why you was broke when you got out. But you got somebody like Boosie. He said all the time, like, you know, I barely had money coming out. My mama spent all the day in the third. And then he came out and made something for himself. And I'm just using that. You think you could stick with somebody like that? Like, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm committed to this person. And it's just I'm not saying everybody like that. They're saying my opinion. I feel like sometimes when people give these people and they go to jail, it's easy to be committed to somebody through a phone. Because you're not really with them. You might talk to them for 2-3 hours out of the day. They asses in jail. Like, you're not really, you're like, I'm loyal. Like, that's easy. Yeah. You know, I'm like, go block my ass in the cell, and all I gotta do is talk to you for a little bit. Like, we're gonna be good. I'm gonna have my mood.
Hey, never have an argument.
Yeah, like, man, even if they do fight, it's like, it's totally different. Like I say, pandemic, you're like, bro, I really don't like you. Like, your ass doesn't always smell like that. Like, it ain't no way. Like, every time you come over here, we texting and sexing, and you show her smelling all good. Like, why I said, boy, your ass stink. Like, females learn. Like, that nigga don't wash his ass good. Like, he was washing his ass because he knew he was coming over there to get some ass. Yeah, but no. So I think you learn what it is, and it's like, okay, you want these people, but you ain't even ain't even like that to even be with somebody like that. Like El Chapo, like it's some females that's cut just as hard, and I'm biased. So I said females be cut harder than some of them, but it's some cut just as hard, and they actually about that. Like, you go to jail and I'm taking over. Like, they sending you to jail and they don't even know the last few runs been me. Yeah. But you taking that in the empire, and when you come out, you on your feet. Like, you coming out to a mean coat and a nice ass house. These females ain't doing that. I had niggas with some money. Yeah, exactly. I had niggas with some money. I put some money, bro. He is broke. He need a business partner. Good dope boys is good businessmen. Like, he need a business partner, and you ain't shit with somebody that go spend that.
I tell people this all the time. If deal didn't change, I don't see myself marrying no street nigga. That ain't just me. Cause baby, soon as the police come and put just a little bit of pressure, they can say, Miss Smith, I'm gonna give your ass up. He did it. Nope, it wasn't me. I'm not cutting.
Toochie just talking. I think you still got enough balance to.
Toochie just I know. I'm just saying, like, I just know for myself, I wouldn't put myself in
certain situations you would not put yourself. I be like, you know, the situation happened recently with my mama, like, and everybody telling me, like, you catch that girl and do something that's beneath you. You out your damn mind. That's who I am. Like, I don't know who I am. Like, you out your. Ain't nobody on this earth finna disrespect my mom. You think it's just I'm not the person to be like, oh, I'm not clutching banging in your okay, cool, like, cause that's me. I'm still gonna be me, and I'ma handle it like I handle it, but I kept going with and whatever's what. But everybody, man, that ain't beneath me, mom. That is who I am. But that was when that situation happened. That was one of the biggest things, like. You know, my daddy was like, you don't want your lady to see you like that. And it's kind of like, it's a lot of situations that I handle better when I am. Because you think about that person, like, I might fly, your best friend. Like, it's not just like people, y'all was bad in school. And everywhere I done ever been, from Korea to Washington State, like, it's done been those situations. I'm fighting outside the club. I'm calling home, like, and I got into a fight with this dude outside the club. I did this and the third. It's just like, I learned the balance of, like you say, certain situations I won't put myself in, and there's certain situations that when it comes with somebody I love, like I don't know no other way to handle it. So it's scary because it's like you with somebody, like you ain't never even seen me go there. So when I go there, we gotta talk about it. Do I think she gonna leave? No, but now it's like I'll tell you, I talked to this chick, and like the chick she was with follow us outside. I talked about it on other episodes. Long story short, like I think I bumped the dude because it was a big fight. Grown ass man watching around the fight. It's a little girl. She probably like $115. Like she backed up again. I'm like, come on, you good, whatever. And then when he come outside the club, I didn't even know he was like, this the chick that tried me in the club. Then cuss it. We didn't even get into it. I don't remember trying this young man. Like I think I remember bumping somebody and I was like, man, my bad. Like whatever. I'm trying to get this chick out of here. And then he tell the chick I was with, like, bitch, I ain't talking to you. So she never seen me get down like that. None. She like, oh no, we're not gonna do that. We female. But the moment he said, bitch, I ain't talking to you, like it was him, her, and me. So like moment he said, bitch, I went from the side of her to behind her to now I'm right here with him. I ain't said a word. I ain't said nothing. We just get to fighting. Next thing I know, I look up. I see like I'm fighting him. I see his partner running and like he's spinning around with. I'm like, I'm a $145. You're supposed to drive. I'm talking shit. What stopped me from fighting that night? I look down and I see her on the ground in these high ass boots. So before that situation happened, she was like, I don't want you to see the person I'm talking to. I don't want y'all. After that shit, I don't want y'all to see. I didn't know that happened, blah, blah. It was all this. Now you see who the fuck you talking to. And it was like, why would you act like that? Bitch, this me. Like, she was like, you didn't even say nothing. You just started hitting him. He called you a bitch. Like, but if the thing would have happened in reverse and I was by myself, I probably would have let it slide. Because I'm like, but now, like, no, I don't even talk to her like that. So that's how I be feeling about it. Like, bitch, I don't even talk to my mother like that. You got your goddamn lie.
Nah, for real.
I do think it's scary because it's like now, like it's not even a seat. That's a side of a person that you don't, because it's not, you ain't just pissed off all the time, or you not just protecting somebody, and I don't feel like it's how people make it like, oh, you too old to fight. I feel like that's who you are, that's who you are. Yeah. And it's a difference between not letting somebody disrespect you or not letting somebody disrespect the people that you love. And that's how it pops off. It's like, it's not so much a fighting this beneath me or don't get me. It's like, no, bro, this not what we're doing. Like,
right.
You're not going to be disrespectful. So, I don't know. I do think it's levels. People want street niggas to be some. And some street dudes, when they get married, it's a lot of hood people get. I'm not going to lie. How you feel about this? I be listening. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like dudes sometimes, and even when you talk from a dude's perspective, I feel like that society has made it so gender roles that dudes be like, oh, a female has nothing to bring, or y'all want a man to do this and do that, but y'all don't do this. And dudes think like, oh, you provide, you do, and this is it. And it's like, no, sweetheart, like they not 13, 14, having 8 kids and they can't go to school. Like, just because, what the fuck? So how do you feel about it? Because I feel like it's hard. I be trying to understand, put myself in the dude's brain and trying to understand, like, oh, I'm a man. It's okay. I'm providing. It's okay to cheat. Or it's okay for me to be with this woman and not get married. Or this woman is supposed to do what I want them to do, but I could do whatever I want to.
So you ask, how do I feel about gender
roles? Like I'm asking how you feel. It's hard to say a dude's perspective. How you feel? Do you feel like the dudes have the outlook or the perspective that they do because society has created gender roles? So when dudes say, look, like, oh, a woman supposed to act like this and do it, but then it'd be like, okay, but what do you do? Oh, I'm a man. What the hell does that mean? Like you was like designated male at birth, like yeah, like what you doing?
That means listen, I don't believe in gender roles, first off. Let's just say that. I don't believe that a man is supposed to be in a certain part. He's only supposed to be bringing home the bacon. I don't believe that woman's only supposed to be, like, you know, take care of kids, being in the house, being, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like men have created that because I feel like that's all they had. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? Us women, we can be in the male role. Like I done seen him. I done seen my mama play both sides. She done been the mama, daddy, the stay-at-home mom. She done been all that. So we're comedians, really. We can get anywhere in Blended for us. So I feel like men just have that because that's all they have. Hell, they don't have nothing, and they don't try to. Like I tell Ray all the time, I don't never see you try to learn something different outside of what a man's supposed to
do. It's a lot of supposed to do.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't give a damn about you, a man, and that it doesn't give you a reason not to learn this shit. Like when I first met Bill, I was telling him about washing dishes, and it used to irritate me because he didn't know how to wash them. Yeah. I was like, why you don't know how to do if
I'm a man. What I got a penis, woman? Yeah, I ain't supposed to do no damn dishes.
And I was like, that's what your mama taught you?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, my mama taught me that.
Yeah, now
a woman could teach you shit about being a man anyways.
You out.
So it's just.
Oh, I'm trying not. No, go ahead. I'm trying not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Because it formulated what I'm trying to say. So I see. So I'm trying to get to I feel like sometimes dudes have this unrealistic expectation on what a woman's supposed to be, and they would treat like mama's boys. They'll treat their mama like the ground she walk on, and not trying to be rude, not talking about nobody mama, because it's not specific. We talking about men that act like this. Sometimes they mama not shit. Like, don't got a boyfriend, don't got a husband, don't got a this, but oh, my mama did this, my mama did that, and then you put it on this woman to, well, I did this, I did that, my mama love me unconditionally. Yeah, but that's your mama. She don't want to lose her child. That doesn't mean you not this woman damn child. So I don't know how to say the question. I feel like I'm saying it right, but I don't think it. So I'm saying when dude, like I say, I listen DC and Fly say some stupid shit sometimes. I be want to go in the inbox what the fuck is you talking about? Look,
but you know what? He been really really saying some good shit.
No. He say some good stuff. I'm saying sometimes with the marriage. You only see a person for what they put on the internet. Right. I'm saying some things that he done said about marriage or what do even Terrence Crawford, one of my favorite. It's certain stuff that gets said where it's just dang, you really think that about women because you are a breadwinner. You feel like you supposed to do he was I don't think DC Young Fly said on one of the little episodes, he was I don't think I could get married yet because of him cheating or doing whatever. Just because you get married, he when I get married, I ain't gonna want to be doing that. You doing it now. Don't you probably gonna still be doing it because it's a habit. You learn, it's not just oh, I get married, I ain't cheating no more.
Yeah.
Oh, if you was a cheater before you got married, you gonna be a cheater when you get. But like I say, I feel. But some of them people be the same ones. Oh, my mama did this, my mama did this. Sometimes, like I said, I'm not talking about nobody mama. We ain't doing that on this podcast. I'm just saying. Sometimes their mama ain't shit. The same thing that you talking shit about this woman was. The only difference that your mama is that she is your mama. But managing money, doing whatever, y'all struggle. Kind of when you get older and you realize you put so much on your parents and it's oh, we was struggling, we was doing this, and when you learn damn, my people them probably weren't good at paying bills. They it's not you gave me everything. It's not even I ain't talking about expensive shoes and nothing, but it's not you just gave me the best life. But maybe you just weren't good at paying bills, or you kind of realize oh dang, they wasn't good at this or they wasn't good at that, and we didn't struggle because they was trying their best. No, y'all was young, dumb, and having fun. Y'all just happen to have kids. So
don't ever compare me to your mama.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be her. And if you do, first off, I feel like men do have this perception of women because of their mamas.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my mama did this, and this, and she was cooking, cleaning, taking care.
But you wouldn't be with your mama. Your mama get on your damn nerve. You wouldn't be with your mama.
At this point, and like I tell them, your mama probably was miserable as fuck. I tell them this all the time. Your mama probably was miserable. She has 6 kids. It's a lot of y'all motherfucking kids.
Yeah.
I would never want to, you know what I'm saying? Kudos to her, because bitch, 6 kids, that's a lot. I'm proud of her with just the ones I got.
Yeah.
So it's kudos to them for doing that, but I'm not your mama, and I'm going to do things my way, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it's just, men, that's the only thing that they have is to compare women to, and I need to stop doing that, because half the time, they mamas don't be about shit.
Do you feel like it's an unrealistic expectation that men have on women because of their mothers, as far in the category of what they think unconditional love is. Don't get me wrong, females do it too. I can't say that they don't. Even with that, but I feel like you see it more present from the guys. And what all I can say is sometimes I be feeling like men just be sensitive and they don't know, like, just because you don't know how to be like, I'm going through this emotion or whatever. I feel like women is brought out more. Like, oh, you being a girl, you doing this. But men have a tendency to do the same thing, and it's not called sensitive, or you're not emotionally responsible for this, that, and the third. So when people, I just feel like it's super unrealistic expectations that come with like unconditional love. And if you don't love me like what my mama did or happened like this, then it's like, oh, you don't love me. When it's like, I don't have to put up with that. Like my parents, like your mom, we you know, our parents ain't even putting up with all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you go through that boundary of, you tell yourself, I don't want my kids gay, I don't want my kids a dope fiend, I don't want my kids this. But then when it happened to parents, you realize like, I just want my kids. So if this is what you come with, I gotta learn to adjust around it. But I don't want to lose my kids. But I feel like with dudes, it's kind of like this weird expectation of like, I can't do what I want to, and that you don't love me unconditional. My mama do, that's your damn mama. Like,
of course,
yeah. Like, you looking at it as you have labeled her not losing her child that's unconditional love. No.
Of course, like I tell the all the time, that's your mama. She gonna put up with that. I don't have to. I'm not your mama. Like, I didn't birth you, so you don't never understand how click tight you are with somebody you birth versus somebody you fucking. We are in complete opposite.
You like complete opposite categories.
Yeah, so it's like, but men, that's all they have. Again, like I said, to revert back to, is their mamas. They feel like, oh, well, my mama loved me through this. Yeah, she got to. I know.
Yeah, that's not cool. And it's like your mama, you can't go there and be like, hey, mama, I brought home a new child. See if your mom, and I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like we always got the best of both worlds, because I feel like my mama was always like the no nonsense. Like how people like mama, but my daddy was the, you know what I'm saying, like more, and but my mama would call us some more BS. Like some stuff my dad ain't even thinking his kid doing. My mama kind of like, I know what you doing, cause I did it. And like you mad cause you like, mama, like that, like you done caught me doing this, like dang, let me make it, let me smile. But daddy, he ain't even thinking his kid's doing this. My mama there like, no, Joe, and this is what the hell they were doing. And you're like, man. So you kind of learn, like, all right, I ain't really got a problem with mama. Mama just ain't taking none of that crap. But I feel like I've been able to see the best of both worlds because I understood the dynamic. Where sometimes when you are in a single parent household, it's kind of like, oh, my mama put up with all this, but it's not that balance to have. Like, it's like, no, please, mama, don't whoop us. Like, let daddy whoop us. Because daddy, it's going to hurt him. It's going to hurt his soul to whoop us. So he going to get about 10 licks off. And it's going to, man, I'm going to beat you. And I bet y'all won't do it again. I bet we won't either. And if we do it, I bet we won't get caught. Because I don't want to do this no more. So I feel like dudes kind of get that, oh, man, my mama did. And you supposed to. And it's like, that's not marriage. That's not a girlfriend. Yeah. That is a parent's love to their child. And that is just what you see. Because you have parents. You have mothers that was no nonsense. And it's kind of like, it's a different thing. Like, my mom has that, but I don't feel like it makes, how can I say it? I feel like out of all my parents' kids, relationship-wise, I was more like my daddy. Like, my brothers now was, I don't know where they got whatever from. I feel like relationship-wise, I was the most like my father and just the way we treat. And, like, I look up and be like, did we grow up in the same household? Like, why are you putting them through that?
For real, that's my siblings.
Yeah, but then I get to know my daddy some more because, like, you know, I get to know, and I'm like, okay, no, we just got different versions of you because I look at you like this, and I see the way you treated my mother. I don't see the way you treated your girlfriend. I see how you treated my mother. Yeah. I don't see how you treated your wife. I don't see how you treated your girlfriend, Vicky. I see how you treated my mother, Vicky, and I think this is beautiful. I don't know. My mom used to always say, your daddy ain't perfect. Your daddy ain't perfect. Like, yeah, yes, he is. What you talking? What you talking? This is what it's supposed to be. But I don't know. I think I would just say, man, from a woman's perspective, and I always have a transparency with myself to say, like, if I ever was with a man, I feel like I would have more reason, like conflict wise, because of how my daddy was. And I would have that same thing, like, my daddy was this and you that. I feel like it wouldn't be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be like, my daddy this and you, like, if you not this, you not the man that you supposed to be. Because my daddy, regardless of what my mom do, you better not never put your hands on me. Yeah. I ain't never seen it, but I never raised your voice at me. Like, some stuff they'll do because my daddy get you want to blow off some steam, you can get your, don't throw nothing at me, don't put your hands on me, don't do nothing of that because my daddy, so this is what you supposed to do regardless. And I don't know, I feel like from a woman's perspective, dudes, y'all gotta, like, women is your partner. They is not your parent.
Yeah,
not your
you be like, mama, so
that girl do not gotta put up with you cheating 10,000 times. No. Unless she could cheat 10,000 times and y'all could work that out together.
You know what?
That's different.
This is crazy. That's what happened to me in my last relationship. Like, he legit wanted me to be his mama. Like, oh, you gotta love me through this. Like, this is what this supposed. No, I don't. Like,
you don't.
That's
even like you through this. You don't like that. No, I don't.
And then I used to always ask them, like, would you stay with me if I was doing you like that? Like, make it make sense.
Exactly.
I left. No, I do not. Listen, I am a firm believer, and I tell people this all the time. Love does not hurt. So if it hurt, it ain't love. It's not love. So if I am, especially if it's a one-way street, I'm steady fight. Nigga, I'm not gonna be steady fighting demons in this relationship. We're supposed to be helping each other. We're supposed to be fighting them together. So if
I ain't strong enough to fight no demons. I tell that all the time. People like, I fight, boy, you ain't even strong enough to pray right. You talking about you fight. You ain't even strong enough to go to God and repent for your sins. You talking about, that's why I always take it too biblical, because I be like, because that is really what I believe in. So I'm like, the angel of war fought the devil for 7-8 days. You talking about you fighting demons? No, baby, you need some help. You not fighting demons. You fighting yourself because you won't go get no help. I ain't talking about no therapy or just like you talking about. Y'all are not strong enough to fight demons. Like, you not even strong enough to face your reflection in the mirror. But you telling me demons? You talking about the same thing that make them pigs run off the cliff and kill? Man, shut. I hate when people, like, people get so caught up. Oh, I be fighting demons. You can't even go fight your emotions. You can't even tell that girl you love her, but you fighting demons. You know what a damn demon is? Like, but people just be talking. Demons is hard times and afflictions. No, you can't even fight that. This is a part of yourself. I'm not gonna be like the side of Viktoriya that like to fight. Oh, I'm fighting demons. No, I'm not. That is a characteristic that I am working on. I'm not fighting no demons, like, regardless of what it is. Like, no, some things I do think it is, but I don't. When people say they fight them, I feel like demons that belong to the Heavenly Father to fight. You are not strong enough to fight no dang demon. Exactly. Nope. So no, I can't fight. I can't. But if you, I feel like you've been learning. Like we said it in this show, you have to know yourself before you get with somebody else, because you have to understand, like, you know what, I'm tripping. You have to understand, like you said, it's compromise. It's not just, oh, you tripping and it's supposed. It's like you have to be able to be like, man, I'm tripping, or being able to identify, like, all right, Toochie, that made me feel some type of way because of this right here. You know what? Like, this happened in my past, and when you did this, it made me. But if you're not even sitting there to self-reflect, then you put so much on this other person. That's kind of how me and my lady was. It's kind of like it was always me at the, like, our first relationship. Because it was like, well, you doing this, you doing that, you doing this. Like, well, what the hell is you doing? Like, you said, I'm supposed to, I can't make no mistakes. And she said all the time, like, she'd be like, I wanted you to love me more than I love myself. And I feel like that is what relationship is. Like, you get into it with some people and it's like, I love you because I feel like you're broken, or I can heal you, or it's okay. And it's like, no, that's a trauma bond. That's not you getting with somebody because you love them. You trying to play doctor. Like, that's your partner. You want them to be there with, like, no, like, no.
So for me, it's like
no damn demons.
I'm not. And I don't even know how to post up with him. Listen to me when I say I'm not doing it. And that is when I knew, like, it was time for me to move on, sis. It's time to move on from there. I can't fight no demons, and I'm not gonna try to fight them. I don't even know how to post up with them. That's for you to go take to your God, baby.
Exactly.
So
whatever you believe in, you fight that there. I don't know. So what? So we okay. So the episode "Why is Marriage Not on the Table No More?" Do you feel like it's not on the table anymore, or people just like kind of at the beginning of the show? Like, do you feel like people just coming away from that it has to be marriage from a social construct where it was let's like cavemen and women, where you take it back to where man went off to hunt and gather, and women did so much at home. They was building, taking care of kids. They was doing everything. They know how to do much because that's what it was. And then you come into where women didn't have a voice. They weren't able to do things. So you got a 14, 15, 16-year-old pregnant and all that. You better marry that man for you won't be lonely. You better marry that man so he can take care of you. So do you feel like it's not on the table no more? People are actually realizing, like, I can get married to who I want to, or marriage is not just what I want. Like, this is not something that I want to have.
I don't feel like it is on the table. I feel like it's been taken away. I'm going to say this because I don't see my kids' generation. I don't see them having a lot of marriages. I don't see it probably even in the talks of marriage anymore. And I say this. Why I say this is because our dating pool sucks so bad. Like the humans that are on this planet, they suck. They really do. And I'm gonna say I help too. I help too. But the everybody just sucks so bad. It's just like people don't want that no more. Like they don't want to be married. Like for real. Like you really have people saying that they do not ever want to.
Check this out, because you know we overthinking understanding, right?
Okay.
You know, I'll be quick, because you think things and we limit it to what we see in our life, right?
Right.
So I looked up. It says the number of married couples 1960 to 2022. It said in 2022 there were 61.44 million married couples in the United States. This is an increase of 40.2 million in 1960.
See, but it's a trend.
It is. No, don't. What? I think it's a little bit of. I don't think it's not on the table. Maybe we're not. How can I say it? The way that like how you said at the beginning of the episode.
We're taking it serious. We're not taking it.
Okay, you said your kids. If you show your kids marriage, you got 2 right now.
Right.
You got 2. My daddy and mama had 3. Out of they 3, 2 got married, right? You don't think out of your 2, 1, however many more you gonna have, you don't think that you'll be able to show them something different and they will get married?
Yeah, I do. But I can only show my kids what a healthy marriage is supposed to be. I can't show whoever they choose to want to marry. You know what I'm saying? So what if they meet somebody? Because you hear it all the time, like, yeah, I want to get married, but I don't see it for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so true. Who's to say, like, they find 2 people, boy, girl, or whatever they choose, whoever they fucking marry. They decide to, because at this point, they can marry a lizard at this point. I'll take that. Oh, shit.
No, I don't want my kids to.
But, yeah, so I just don't see it happening. I don't, because it's just, people are not doing it. Like, and you know what? I can't say on the bright side of marriage being less talked about. People are seeing that they don't have to be married to do what they need to do. But I personally feel like people are always trying to find a person. So I want to let people know, like, it can happen. It don't have to look like XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can do this, and it doesn't always have to end. Like, you don't get a fairy tale life. So for me, it's just like I just want to see more like people actually doing it, and it don't have to look like mine and yours. You know? So that's what it's for me. I don't see that it's I feel like it's getting taken off. I feel like it's getting taken off the table. Let me not say it's off the table.
It's not really there anymore.
Taken off. Yeah.
Yeah.
People do want to be married. I really do believe that they do want to be married. I just feel like it's not taken as serious.
You know what? You know what I think? And this is just my opinion. Even like I say, watching, like I said at the beginning of the show, my parents have been together for a long time. We seen the ups and downs, the goods, the ugly, everything in between. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned, even bad relationships, good relationships, boy, man, chicken, child, I think the biggest thing that I have learned that I don't want to teach my kids what a healthy marriage is. Because I feel like if me and my brothers now, if I was to call them and ask them, like, at times we didn't even think our parents was married. And then sometimes, like I said, I'm like, man, maybe y'all should get divorced. Like, maybe it should be this, right? But I think that I don't never want to teach my kids a healthy marriage. I want to teach them a healthy love. I want to teach them healthy love for themselves, and I want to teach them a healthy love for somebody. Because I feel like marriage is going to the courthouse and doing that. But the unity of staying together and creating a partnership with somebody, that's teaching somebody how to function with a person, teaching somebody how to love. And I feel like sometimes we get kind of big on, I want to show you a healthy relationship. I want to show you, even we're talking about marriage, but relationship, marriages, businesses, people like, what is a healthy business? What is a healthy this? Instead of saying, how do you connect with customers? How am I supposed to do this? So that was, that's the big thing that I always get nervous about, because I always tell myself, like, okay, having kids, scared about it, and then, like you say, just like you said, not being right with the Heavenly Father. Like, what if I freaking have kids and every bad thing that happened, I'd be like, because you got two mommies, it's bad. That's why I want a baby daddy. Everybody know I want a baby daddy. Like, I'm gonna get a baby. My kids will have a father. I feel like it is important.
I'm not finna get a baby daddy.
I'm gonna get a baby daddy. You is out your mind. Like, if you don't think I'm gonna get a baby daddy, anything I said I was gonna get. I'm getting a baby daddy, but I feel like it's important. I always tell my daddy, like, you will forever be my kid's daddy, but my kids need to know that it's two parts of it. But I definitely think teach your children, your significant other, how to love in the marriage will come. Like, people, you talk a lot. We both get in trouble for talking in school, doing this, but we never would thought we can't go ask our younger selves when we have a podcast. Right. Get the hell out of my face. Hell no, what the hell is that? Like, you talk to people, no, you want to fight? Like, what are you talking about? Like, that sounds stupid, but you learn how to conversate and you mature through life, and it's like, oh, podcast will be good. So it's kind of like, oh, dang, like, I want my kids to know that you don't try to, because I feel like if you put a healthy marriage type of relationship, it's something for people to try to mimic. Like, this is what I seen them do. Like I said, everybody, I want a Joe. Do you know who the hell Joe is? You know, mama. Like,
so basically, like you said, give them the equipment to have.
What the hell if I say? What did that people I say? If I teach you how to, if I give you a piece of fish, you'll eat for a day. If I teach you how to fish, what they say? You'll eat for the rest of your life. You'll eat for, you know what I'm saying? That would be the thing. But I say you go out there, you feed, I understand people. I say, but you know, you that's how you do. Like, you sit up there and you be like, I like I say, on this podcast, we can only speak from our perspective. I know, like, I went through a lot of bad relationships trying to mimic my mother and father.
Right.
And it's like, this is what it's supposed to be. When I didn't realize that, what I really had to sit back and realize, like, I don't want y'all relationship. I don't want the framework on it, but the love that y'all have, regardless of how many times my mom might sound crazy about it, like the whatever, like I say, knowing the middle, you're like, what the hell? Like, no, I don't want that. But you like the love that y'all have for each other. That's what y'all talk. Right. That's what I want. And that's when you learn, like, yeah, so like you say, the framework, I can teach you the plans on how to build the boat and make that motherfucker sit above water, but your boat might be 10,000 times better than mine. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think people get that, oh, marriage is important. And if I'm cheating, no, people go through all types of stuff in there. But you learn how to love somebody. I think it's the same scariest thing about, like, religion. Because I say I don't believe in religion, but people be like, religion, right? I say I'm a Christ follower, I believe in Bible. But some people be like, oh, if I believe in this, then I can't do this, and I'm a super with this, and I'm that. But you learn that you respect things that come with it. Like, because I love you and the stuff that come, it's certain things that I don't even think about doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I think about it, I understand that I'm still human. So to look at another person and be like, I remember my last relationship, like, she was like, you always compliment guys' physiques. I think they fine. I'm not stupid. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm what? Like, I don't say I'm gay. Like, that's what people call it. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I'll be like, I'll be like, what's your gym regimen? This, that, and the third. But you learn that, okay, you don't know how to be with nobody. Like, jealousy don't just have no bounds. You think that dudes out here, females sometimes be 10 times worse. It's like, you don't know how to love. You don't know how to respect. That don't mean I'm going to go in the back and be like, hey, can I get your number? Hey, let's be gym partners. No, I compliment you. You sitting right here. You know I compliment him. He look nice. He know he look nice, and that's it. Order your food. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I think people make it overthinking, understanding. I feel like people make it bigger than what it is and be like, this is marriage. Like, no, marriage is something that is created outside of the beautifulness of the love that come from you waking up and you be like, I choose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told my daddy told me a story one day, like how I was like, how you know mom was the one? All the stuff y'all go through, I was like, sometimes we be thinking y'all should, split. Like, this crazy. He be like, your mama cleaned up some throw up from me. And that's some nasty stuff. I said, yeah, that's nasty. That's and like, I know it's other stuff that happened, but it's just like, that's nasty.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my brother's birthday, Big 3-0. Dang Peanut.
Okay, happy birthday.
Yeah, but I don't know. So do you feel like it could get, like, we evolve as humans enough that it'll get back on the table? Like, we have this cycle where it can get back on the table? Like, you think it could be put?
I feel like it can, but right, because right now I feel like it's on one-sided, right? I feel like it's only just women. That's one. I don't feel like the men are taking too much value to marriage anymore. They don't really care for it.
We got to get some dudes on here who want to be married.
Yeah,
we will talk to y'all.
We really do.
We got to get some dudes on here. I think it's some men on here who want to be married.
I want to hear some men that don't want to be married. I really want to talk to the ones that don't want to be married.
A street dude in the hood dude, but I want one, like, somebody like that. I'm gonna be inboxing random hood and be like, would you come on the show and talk about, I inbox people all the time. Some people leave me hanging, don't matter. Somebody was on the show. I inbox them random dude, be like, y'all want to come on the podcast and talk? You gotta have a Facebook.
I want to have a conversation with some of them. Like I said, I've had conversations with the women that don't want to be married, and their reasons all the time is they don't believe in it because men don't value it no more. So I want to hear from a man's perspective that does not want to be married. Like, why?
Yeah, why do? And that's hard too, because you don't value. And that's the same. I feel like the same thing revert to the kids. You give them $100 bill or give them a toy. Like, value, I think that is the perfect thing of it. Like, any relationship, marriage, friendship, if you don't value what you have with that person, it won't be that. Because you don't know what to do with it. I don't feel, like you said, like, single parent households, and like they say, killed us, and like people being raised by music, letting too much of what somebody shows you on the internet. I think that is a big part of what you said. Like, people don't value it. Like, they don't even understand the beauty of having somebody there with you, having a supportive partner in person or whatever. Like, because people, like I say, people always use it for the gay community partner. That's what every marriage is supposed to be. Like, that's your teammate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is your person, regardless. Like, that's your person. That's your partner. So I love it, because I feel like, I'm gonna be silly, but I feel like dudes with their homeboys, they'll treat their homeboys like what? Because you know that your homeboy don't really know you. Like, your homeboy think you this. Your homeboy might have seen you broke. Your homeboy might have seen you not washing your ass good. But your homeboy don't really know you. Like, some stuff that your girl know about you, your homeboy don't know. But you'll sit there and show more loyalty because you know it don't, like, that's it. Like, I don't know. I think it's weird. I want to get a dude on here. Like, I talked to my brother about it, so it was a male's perspective, and he was like, I don't act like that, but I want somebody who treat their homeboy better than their significant other. Because my ex was kind of like that. She was a female, because she was like, relationships end. Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. Like, yeah.
Not you calling this girl a piece of
Yeah, like that's what I said. I'm telling them, she like relationships end, but you treat your people in relationship like trash. Like your friendships end if you treated your people like that. Like you don't drive nowhere, but you'll go 3 hours to go pick your homegirl up. Like no, like you weird. Like I think dudes push people away. I don't know. I think it reverts back to I want you to be this unconditional love, and that's not unconditional. You want a mommy.
Mamas. We really do.
We gotta get some people on here.
Yes.
How long we been on here?
For what, like 2 hours?
You want to end it? You want to keep going?
It's whatever. I'm free.
Hey, it's a dry episode. I'm gonna post it. My last live that I did, I wasn't able to download, which sucks. But I've been trying to get it like that last one I did about that's why I haven't uploaded it nowhere. But hopefully, pray that I could get this one downloaded. Cause like it's only 2 videos on here that I can't go to and download. And it sucks, but I'm gonna try to get that episode took off Facebook so I can upload it. Cause where I gotta put it in one thing that does the video, then I gotta put in the same thing that makes it the audio, then I gotta put it on a distribution website to cut it into that. So hopefully we get this episode pumped out and published.
Hopefully we do.
Yeah, cause
this is a good episode.
It is. Yeah, but nah, I think I don't know. So how do you feel about marriage in general, as far as, like I said, arranged marriages? We looking at it from like an Americanized standpoint. If you wanted, because we on the podcast for people, right? Like we talking to people. If you wanted to somebody who didn't believe in marriage, how would you persuade them, or kind of things that you would tell them to get them to be married, or have a more open mind about getting married?
Because 2 is better than 1. Like, what the fuck? Listen, every day, I tell people this all the time. Some days, I get to be at 0%.
Yeah.
It still is at 100. You know what I'm saying? And some days, I'm the opposite. So, it's fun to have, not only just fun, I feel like it's a necessity because life be lifing. Like, for real. For anybody, everybody has it. So, like, sometimes I get to be like, I don't want to do nothing today.
Yeah.
And Bill can go do it. Or he can be the one to be like, okay, well, I'm going to help you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, for me, it's like, it is a business. It keeps you going. When you don't want to go, like, that's what your partner is there for.
Yeah.
Like, everyone needs a companion. Whether it's a person, dog. I mean, everyone just needs somebody.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, I feel like marriage is the best thing to do for you if you are just, like you need a companion. Or
yeah. It does.
I don't even know how to persuade people to be married. Besides, man, do it if you really truly feel like that's what you want to do, for 1. But for 2, for sure, like, you always have that person to lean on, no matter what's going on. And you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, Dill has always been, he's been my person. Like, even when I'm mad at him, I be wanting to text him, like, I'm really sick of this bitch ass nigga. Like,
and that's him. I do, boy, Jazzy, boy, it's you. That's my best friend. Like, that, I'm sick of your shit.
Like, being a best friend, for real. And that's what me and Dill based our marriage off of. We friends first, and we've always been friends. And we always revert back to, it's not me against you, it's us against everybody else.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's beautiful. Like I said, my daddy taught, and it took me a minute to get my head around it, but my daddy always said, like, it's like it was my mama over his kids too. And I didn't understand it, but it's like, y'all gonna leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never truly, and I still kind of be like, man, I ain't asked to be here. Like, you supposed to, I'm your daughter. Like, what? You my daddy, okay? But I learned now, just like you say, like, even having my person, everything that me and Jazz done been through, like, it's a friendship. Like, things that you don't think that we talk about. Things that, like, I can be, man, they fine. They did, like, it's just certain stuff that happen where it's like, this is my friend. And I think the same way where, like, I would say a relationship in general, like, I don't I don't like you said, I don't know if I could persuade people to be married, but I would definitely, like you said, if it's something that you're thinking about and you feel like this is a person that I could forever choose, get married. And marriage is a beautiful thing to have. From looking at it as a child who had those thoughts like maybe mom and dad will be more happy divorced, or maybe they'll be better if it was this, to being older and being like, no, this is beautiful. Like when you can be up there and be like, people don't like going out to eat by themselves. I'm not that people, but I do it. But you have somebody like, hey, you want to come with me? Like, hey, baby, you want to come do this? Or it's just an extra added on top. Like, I ain't talking about polygamy and none of that crap. Like, my wife been super deep into sister wives, and it's like, all right. But it's like, whatever. But, like, I think from what you said, the same thing. Like, it's this friendship. It's like having your homegirl, your homeboy, but and y'all can also do things with. Like, this
it's like having a best friend, besides you can be sexual with them.
Yeah, like you're attracted to them. Cause you ever really attract someone your friend. It's like the stuff that y'all significant other do, and I feel like at a good friendship, it's the same way. Like it's not too much that you could do that's gonna make me not talk to you. You could piss me off, but I ain't gonna be like, oh, throw the friendship away. Like no, like it's the love that's with it. But I think it's like I say, like you said, like you ain't attracted to your friend. Be like, I like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you trying to do? Like, like it's that. Like this is your person. Like I don't think it's nothing more beautiful than having a person. And people feel lonely, and it's like, oh, one is the loneliest number, and then two is, and you know the little freaking song. But I think it's something beautiful about having somebody who actually knows you and pay attention. Like it's small stuff. Like I'm making breakfast this morning. Like she was gonna make some cereal. And you know, like I don't like eating a lot of cold stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I love salad stuff, but I'm gonna go cook. So she like, oh, you finna cook? And it's like, yeah, okay. She put everything back up because she know if I make me some food, she gonna eat too, especially if she ain't ate. And then she sitting over there, she just look up and she like, I love you. And I'm like, what? Like, what you talking about? She like, I ain't even asked you for these sausages. I was like, but I know you eat them with your breakfast, so I put them on there. So it's just small things like that where you like, oh, somebody sees me. It's not just like for what you supposed to be. I'm not Staff Sergeant more than her. I'm not Viktoriya with the podcast. I'm Kay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this is my baby. Like, I know any and everything about this girl. And I don't know, it's a beautifulness to it. Like, I don't know, baby.
I told you it's like having a companion. Just it's somebody who you can do life with, basically. Like,
yeah.
And I tell people this all the time. Like, you always it's a person out there for everybody. And now I'm not saying that you probably find it in this lifetime, but it's a person out there for everybody. And if you can find it, man, it's so beautiful. Like I really truly do. And I tell people this. Like I feel like right now I'm just really astounded. Like I really have somebody that I'm really truly in love with.
Yeah.
Like we are friends. The shit be going so good. I want this for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, boy. Say that again. When you find that love. I think we should do another episode on it, but I want to get some people who have been married, divorced, that don't really, you know, and some people who married don't want to be married no more. And it's just like, why? Because it's like, I feel like, I think it's hard, and I feel like sometimes you get the cheat code. I feel like me and Jazz had a cheat code just because, like, we went through so much growing up. And it's just like, I see you at your worst. I see you at, like, we've been through, like, you should have freaking listened. And then you got to pick up the pieces. Because that's the double-edged side of it. Like, you have an extra person. It go from, I could go out to get some seafood. Everybody know I love me seafood. Like, I can spend $100. Now you here. That's more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, now when you make a mistake, it's double-sided. So you got like this happiness and bliss, and then you also have like, you did what? You didn't pay what bill? Like, what the fuck did you do? Like, what is you doing? Like, no, I don't pay. I don't pay my bills like that. Or even like buying a house, like credit score is different. You learn like, what the fuck? Like, it's definitely a double side, and it's still. But I still, like people say, I still feel like the good outweighs the bad because you learn that the bad comes. Like a person is not perfect. They're not gonna have Everybody ain't gonna have perfect credit. Everybody not gonna have this ability to communicate, but it's something that could be worked on. Like, I don't know. Like you said, it's like I want everybody to have it. Like I want, what the love, regardless of who you have it with, I want you to have this because there's nothing in the world like it. To be like I said, we started out young teenagers, and then to be like apartments, bad relationship, this and that, and then houses. Both of our cars are paid off. Like it's just small stuff where you learn, and it's just like this is beautiful.
Right.
And everything else that came with it makes this more beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I always tell people, they be like going through stuff, and I'm like, if you go through stuff and you don't learn the beauty of it, you never get out of going through it. Cause you be so scared to look back and learn a lesson, but going through it, like you want to appreciate nothing pretty if you ain't seen ugly. You just like, this is normal. But when you get to a well worked on relationship, you realize like this is not normal. Like this is our normal, and it's beautiful, and it can happen. But I would never tell people like it's normal, because it's not. I think BS is easier. Divorces is easier. Like this is like, no, this is years put into this. This ain't normal.
Everybody can do it.
Exactly. It's beautiful, but it is not normal. I look back, I'm like, damn, you been together how long? You was together for how many years? Like, what the hell? Like, no, that's crazy. Like, man, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. Marriage is a double-edged sword. You wake up and be like, damn, you here.
You sound like, damn, he talking about, that's crazy. Out of nowhere, I'm asleep. I'm standing here, somebody say, that's crazy. I wake up, he talking about, it's crazy that I get to wake up to you. No.
Yeah, shut up. I'll tell you, baby, like, hey, like, stop being gay. Well, I'll be like, man, like, you just look up and be like, damn, like, oh, man, like, you here, for real. Like, there you are. Like, this is what we doing. Is that we doing this? Like, I like this. And I think that's a big thing, too, where people get mixed up. I think the most beautiful, I forgot who said it in a song, but he was like, a man who let a woman be a woman, that's who you call a man. And I think that's vice versa. You let kids be kids. People, I think that is the beauty of it. People try to get people in control.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like you I feel like you find the best person when you let them be themselves. Like, this what you like? Like my wife being on K-pop. This what you like doing? Like, this is what you like? Like, okay, this is new. Like, we was in Korea together, but I wasn't listening to this shit. Like, and you like you learn the quirky side of them. You think you like them because of this, and you like, I love that about you.
Yeah,
like, I love this about you.
That's what makes I feel like our marriage is so special. It's because I don't try to change deal. Like, I like that he likes sitting on the game. This nigga spent all his money on 2K. He don't give a fuck what it is. On 2K, it's no limit.
You better make him get a Twitch. Too many people making money by letting people. I just watched them make a show into a game. Like the Last of Us. I played that game on PlayStation. She took her PlayStation when she left. But like, I played that on PlayStation.
Yeah. To do that, but I love that side of him. He always be like, he always like randomly just be like, man, do you think I'm on the game too much? And I'm like, no, I like that you on the game. I'll go lay in the bed and just go to sleep. Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to change deal. And whenever he does change, I learn to love that person that he's becoming or he goes into. So it's just like, for me with marriage, it's so, man, I'm telling you, I just don't know how to explain it, because it's like this feeling. I want everybody to feel it.
I would say put that time in. If you can be wanna be, I know we from the hood and we always say like things like drug dealers and this, but if you can have a bad attitude, your ass done had a bad attitude since you was an adolescent, and you still 30, 40 with a bad attitude, any type of vices you have, you could put that time in with a marriage. It's the same thing. Like, you look up and be like, I can't be with somebody for that long, or I can't be married that long. And it's like, you can't. And truthfully, I seen more married people in the service, and I feel like growing up in the hood than I ever seen with people who got money. Because that's when I feel like it coming to a difference, when it's like, I marry you, something go wrong, this could be taken, and that could be taken. And I think when you go into it, love, like, even, like I say, I feel feel like I was more appreciated the second time around. But like even this time, like Jazz be like, I get a prenup. What the fuck you getting a prenup for? Like, you know,
love you. And
yeah, but she's like, I don't never want you to think I'm with you because of your money. We ain't getting no dang prenup. Like, and whatever happen, you entitled to. Like, you ain't getting like then that's the love I got for you. Like the love you got for me, you'll get prenup. I'm like, I never no. You better take
because you on that front. Now, ain't no way out of this anyways.
Yeah.
I don't see shit going left, so fuck a prenup.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And even if it do, I love you. Like, I don't feel like, I don't, and you live and you learn. That's why, you know, they say never, but I feel like it doesn't have to be I hate you. Because when you love somebody, regardless of if it don't work, I still love you. Yeah. And I feel like we have had that. Like, it has not worked out with us. And I still didn't treat you no different.
Right.
Like, I was pissed off when she came back. Like, bro, you don't open doors and what the, like, we get into it about me. Oh, like, bro, like, don't, like, you know how it is. Let me open the door. You open the door. Like, it's not a gender role. Like, we both open it for each other. But, no, you don't got to act like that. Or she do something. Be like, I'm sorry for being yourself. Like, it make you want to fight the people they was with. Like, bro, what the hell is you doing? Like, and I be mad like, I had you first. And then they went and made you like this. And I got to fix. No, hell no. Like, no.
I'm fucking dead. Well, y'all are so cute. I love it. Just know that I've always been a fan of y'all marriage.
Whatever. A lot of people was like, oh, y'all break up and y'all supposed to be together. And that's a like, people put things on your relationship. You go get somebody and do this. Like,
yeah, I did. I went and got somebody to do it.
Yeah, whatever, man. You go, like you say, yeah, y'all went through what y'all went through. People tell, oh, man, no, we need this. I need this. We can't do this right now. But I think this is a good endpoint, though. Like, I know what you think. Okay. Y'all got introduced to the co-host.
The best to ever do.
Best co-host.
I'm just kidding. But yes, I love this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for us to do another podcast. What we doing another?
Well, hey, we'll do one every day. We don't have, you don't got to go live with people. We could go live just with ourselves and then post it later. Like, okay. I done shot a lot of episodes like that. But I do want to say we open to anybody coming on. Like, we want to do interviews. Vice versa. Y'all could pull up over there where Toochie at. Not pull up over. I don't even want to say that. We're going to work out the logistics because you ain't coming to my best friend's house and he ain't coming to my house. So you might just pull up on the screen because you ain't pulling up over here. We ain't doing that. I don't like people know I say. But but we definitely open to doing episodes. Give us feedback. Tell how you like. Do y'all like me bringing on the co-host? Like, do y'all think I should? Y'all opinion is appreciated, but it ain't gonna be taken into too much of accountability. But but for real, like, most definitely, like, anybody want anything that y'all heard, y'all feel like, if you make it to the end, you chop it up. We gonna chop it up and do what we do with it. But y'all want to come on, say something. If you believe in marriage, you drop us topics y'all want us to talk about. We got spouses and whatever, so y'all want us to bring them on, which I'll make her come on. Toochie make Deal come on every now and then too. They had their own podcast, but like I say, this was a soft episode, like I be saying, soft opening. But this was like a little starter episode just to see how we go work our dynamic. I'll probably take this episode and study it 10,000 times and figure it out.
We know what we can fix. I feel like I could have been talking more.
And that's what, I be trying to stop. We try to get my questions out because I be used to talking by myself. We probably won't do social, heartfelt, and informative things on the internet or shit on the internet for short on this episode just because it got long. But hey, they still there. We still gonna rock it out. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
We do.
And I let Toochie talk.
And make sure y'all share this as well. I don't care how many times y'all share it. Y'all can share it. If you see it pop up on your timeline, share it, please, so that your friends can come into the conversation.
Nah, for real. We open to other perspectives too. So like, share it, get it out there. We talking about any and everything, and we both want our podcast to be different. So we're not just talking about the same thing or on the same level everybody else is. So And I know everybody say that, but I feel like we don't. That's the whole thing, overthinking understanding. So people feel like they have an understanding of, we show you like, nah, you overthinking it. Like
Yeah.
it don't even
It
got
definitely changed my perspective about a couple of things I said, for sure.
But most definitely, like, I appreciate you coming on. Like I told her, like, her and her husband was doing it, and I was gonna get both of them on. And then she was like, I'm like, but come on, like, don't say. I've been needing somebody. Like, she feel like she's staying home, and I need somebody that can work the social media side. I need somebody like I've been having my podcast for 2 years, and I have reached a lot of people, but I still have not been able to be consistent as I wanted to because of the job. So I feel like we are mature enough, and and our relationship is strong enough that we definitely complement each other. Like, most definitely.
For sure. Especially
when popped up on here, we need to get them on the episode. Yeah. We're gonna have to put super explicit on there, because we're gonna have to get them on the episode.
But for sure, thank you for having me. I love that you brought me on as your co-host. For sure. I'm so thankful.
I can't think of no better co-host. What are you talking about, man? We just locked in.
I don't see it neither.
We gonna be doing arenas and shit soon.
No, for real. And you remember when we gonna forever tell everybody that I tried a podcast or tried to start one, and it epically failed.
It did not. That's a lie. Her stuff that she was going crazy numbers. Like, you tripping.
It didn't fail. It's just I wasn't consistent.
Yeah,
and then I think
anything. It did not fail. She's still gonna have her own podcast. We come together on this as a unit. We still gonna have our separate thing. Like, it's gonna be good. Like, no, her podcast is good. That's why I got you on. It's all right. That's how God work it out. You know, some stuff meant to be a team. Like, if I was too big, but I want this for myself. No, like, you need a team. You like, I wanted to do it this way. Look, God, like, this is what y'all need to be doing.
Right.
But you said you got you a set of hair for how long? Hold on. You already set. So I gotta get your mic set to you, but we gonna get her set up just like mine. We ain't giving out no free dang on, so whatever.
Free promotion.
Yeah, ain't no free promotion. Y'all ain't sponsoring. But you got you a whole podcast kit, shouty.
Okay. I'm so excited.
You got a whole pod. You think I just be talking? You got a whole podcast kit. You see your mic. You got a stand like what I got. So
I'm ready for sure.
And I think it goes right into your computer. If not, we gotta get you an inbox anyway. If anybody on here or just see this can tell us how to go live on computer together, let us know.
Yeah, because I feel like it was so hard. I couldn't find it at all.
But I don't even see it when I try to add you on there.
Oh.
Like, I don't even see it. But we gonna get it. Hopefully, we both be busy, but we supposed to have a special episode coming for you guys that we'll be together. So, fingers crossed. So we can get that episode shot. I think that'll be even more funny. I think that'll be good. I think that'll be dope.
It'll be my first time in our new house.
Yes,
exactly. It's started saying our new house.
It is. That's what it is. It's supposed to feel like that. It's supposed to feel like that.
As long as y'all know, so when I start coming down there to move, don't say nothing.
Hey, we ain't trying to tell you to drop my nieces and nephew. I need practice.
Okay. Don't say that.
But
and she heard you said that, so we gonna step that.
Oh, we got it. I stand on anything I say. You already know what it is. I ain't tripping about it. I love kids, man. I need it. I say I need it, and secretly in my mind, I want my lady to see it, because it's like, these babies go get up. And we be tripping on, we got 4 dogs. Like, they get up in the morning, you can let them go out to pee, tell them shut up, put them back in the room. Like, these kids be like, get your ass up. Like,
because they don't stop.
Yeah, you ain't gonna sleep.
They talk so much. Oh my God. Yeah. Y'all need it.
I'm gonna have them. I'm doing the podcast, ain't it? Yeah, get on there and talk to the people. I'm gonna talk to them. Let them know what you got going on. But no, for real, if y'all stayed for this episode, I know everybody didn't because they're popping in and out. But whoever tuned in, we appreciate y'all. Like I say, we probably getting a new logo started because I want to be incorporated. If this already, we're gonna talk about it. If it's already brand, they will keep it, whatever. We'll do whatever. But Overthinking Understanding Podcast do have a new co-host. Miss Toochie is the name. Okay. And like I said, we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right. We probably do another episode. What's today? Monday going into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever. We'll do another episode. Like I said, drop what y'all want us to do, who y'all want us to come on with. We don't want regular topics. We giving out different perspectives. So,
Anything.
hey,
This is a safe space. So
safe space. You want to come on and talk? Of course, yeah. Both look. You got it's still a business. All right. I try not to cuss because it's still a business professional. So you still got to come with certain things. It's not no homeboy deal. Like we're not saying we charge it and nothing like that. But to say certain way you need to be because show be professional. Like it's a business. We trying to feed families around here, man. But like I always say, be kind and be genuine to people. That you find you a sign off yet? Would you?
No, I have not.
That's all right.
I'm gonna get it together though. We gonna get it together. Listen, I'm gonna be a new person. Give me a couple of days. I'm still sick. I am. I feel like I sound so crazy this whole time. In my head, it feels like it's a bunch of air inside of it. So.
Well, I love you. I hope to see you soon. Like I said, we're gonna get on here and do another episode of Overthinking and Understanding podcast. We signing off. Till next time, go out there, be kind, be genuine to people.